Okay, so this is it. Welcome back, my friendly friends, to more Persona 3 Reload. Feral Fiasco here. Last episode, we left off with having a day where we had no social links available. So that's not the best thing ever. But I went ahead and checked in with Elizabeth, and I did vague when we visited the music room first. And then when that didn't pan out, I was like, wait, isn't this request in Fess? And yes, it's the school opening theme or something like that. Like basically the Reveille. Gekko-kan Boogie, yeah. When does the school have music like this? Must be a teacher's theme song or something that plays when they enter a classroom. No way, man. That's crazy. Yeah, let's enter the PA room. And after this, we'll probably just have to go home. What? You want it? Are you serious? Sure, you can have it. We don't have any use for it anyway. Here. Now, get out of here before you get me in trouble. Gekko-kan Boogie. And I have no idea. I also tried to track down the Odin Juice. I don't remember that one from Fez, so not entirely certain about that. But it's all good. We've still gotten some stuff done. Alright. But a max social link runner, I ain't. Go ahead and throw this her way. What is this circular disc? Gekko-kan Boogie is written on one surface. Is there music stored inside of it? Then the sheet of paper must be the lyrics. Everybody was haiku writing. Those kids were fast as lightning.
Very well then.
I can't imagine what it sounds like from the words alone. I'll have to listen to it later. Female uniforms, summer. Nah. Alright, but that's it. So we have to, that's it. We gotta go back. I don't feel like spending any time in Wild Ducks anyways. And I keep forgetting you can just hit X to skip that. But soon it'll become, second nature. Like, I'll just be auto-mashing it. Alright, people, we're back. Maybe Tonica will want to hang out. We salvage this day some kind of way. Oh, hello. Why don't we all try to cheer up a little? I'm not sad, though.
What?
Oh, I see. I'm sorry, Shirotsky-kun. I shouldn't be making assumptions. Yeah, dude. Don't put you guys' general malaise on us.
Hello.
We have to make such a difficult decision. Could you have ever imagined that we'd be in this situation? Never in a million years.
Right.
Neither could I. But regardless, it's happening. We must decide what we are going to do about it. I don't usually feel this way, but I'm kind of glad we have exams soon. Because when I'm studying, I don't have to think about what'll happen to us. Everyone's been thinking about the decision we have to make. Have you given it any thought? I've been trying to.
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. It's not an easy decision to make.
Wait, seriously?
Figures. I finally learned something about myself, and now I'm gonna die. This is probably what Chidori meant when she said she was afraid. Chidori. I think I finally get it now. Everybody's going through it. Everyone at school is just going about their day as if nothing's wrong. They think everything's normal. Must be nice. Is that what being happy is like? Ignorance is bliss, I guess. It's just like Yukari said. In exchange for the power of Persona, they can no longer look away from the truth. You make a schedule so you can achieve a goal. But without a future, a training schedule is pointless. Damn it! I don't know what to do! It's okay. And Koromaru is completely unbothered. We should all aspire to be like him. No. Oh my gosh. Alright. But at least with this, and nobody wants to... Well, I guess it makes sense nobody wants to garden, or read, or cook. Let's see. Pickup line master. I'm sure this probably increases charm. Dating site note. Mindful boot camp. Hopefully this doesn't increase some stats. I hoped it would warn us beforehand, but if not, it's not like we lost out on much. It appears to be software that teaches mindfulness meditation. Even those who have a hard time concentrating will be able to focus their minds with this program. Lessons on proper breathing and posture began to play. My head feels clearer than before. I feel like the meditation has helped me train my mind. So is this going to increase our SP? Yeah, max SP up by 5. Alright, well. That sort of thing might help out very much towards the beginning of the game, where that's an entire usage of Dia or Garu or Agi or something like that. But here it makes no freaking difference.
Oh.
Good morning, Shirotsky-kun. Have you reached a decision about, you know? I've made up my mind. I see. You really are strong. To be honest, I'm really scared. I wonder what everyone else is thinking. Amada-kun looked troubled too. They'll be alright. But eventually, we are all going to have to settle on something. Okay, Mitsuru. Yeah. Let's go ahead and hang out with her. Not bothered to check anything else.
Hello.
Things have finally settled down a bit. I'll be shifting more responsibilities onto the underclassmen in the student council so that they can gain more experience. And with all that's happened, I'd like to have some time for myself. I'll still show up to the meetings, of course. Oh, right. I was just thinking of leaving as well. Yeah, let's go ahead and head out with her. Hit rank 2. Actually, there was another place I was hoping to stop by today. What?
Interesting. So this is what the interior looks like.
I feel like retroactively, I never thought about it when I was doing her social link in Fez, but I feel so bad for Mitsuru. We know Akihiko and Shinjiro were eating at places like this and they just never brought her?
It's smaller than I expected.
Is this your first time?
Well, technically, yes. But I did pass by once with Akihiko.
Well, passing by isn't really coming in.
So, I understand that you don't eat with utensils here?
She's got that part down at least.
My lack of knowledge on this subject is a serious problem.
It's okay. You'll learn quick, I promise.
In all honesty, it's a good thing you're here.
Wow, we got a free point. We didn't even have to do any input. Unless that's the actual payoff for what we picked earlier and it just didn't happen instantly like it normally does.
Is it actually profitable to sell these items at such low prices?
I'm sure it is. It's like with the with the pandemic-flation that happened. McDonald's prices, like for example, McDonald's prices going by inflation, they should have only risen like, what was it, 2 to 3% or something like that. But in reality, they rose like 40%, and it was actually insane. So yes, I'm sure Wild Duck, unless they're ruled by unchecked corporate greed, is fine.
I'd be interested to know the average cost per unit. Oh, sorry, I found myself lost in thought again.
It's okay. Capitalism does that to me too.
In truth, I didn't ask you here just to eat. I wanted to express my personal thanks to you.
Sure thing.
Right now, our strength and conviction are being tested to their limits. We've only made it this far because we've been blessed with each other's partnership.
And that's true. Like, if nobody else had joined in, we would not have been able to get as high in the tower as we have been.
I know I've been asking a lot of you, even more than the others, but I truly appreciate it.
Of course, we got your back.
I just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Mitsuru seems to trust me. Rank 2, baby.
Oh, I didn't realize we were talking for so long.
I'm sure the food has gotten cold. It's all good, though.
It would be rude to let the food grow cold. Shall we begin?
Oh my gosh, I'm probably gonna get myself a burger and fries. I ate burgers with Mitsuru, then headed back to the dorm. Though I feel like it was a little different. Maybe the framing of it? Because I'm vaguely aware it's kind of a meme that you have to teach Mitsuru how to eat burgers, and that didn't really seem to reflect here this time. Hogyoku apple and Hiranya mandarin. Alright, it's all good. Alright. And then Koromaru, who I'm fairly certain we can't get anything new out of. So it's all good. Well. Somebody else can do it. He'll be alright. Especially because Tanaka's available. Yeah. And we're just about, we only have, what, 2 more ranks with him? We're at rank 7, or 7 or 8 at the moment. 8, yeah. You sure come by a lot, Shirotsky. I must be doing something right then. But I suppose that means the value of a life lesson depends on the learner. Well, this one will be free of charge. It seems like President Tanaka wants to talk to me. Yeah. But then, the next time we hang out with him,
The other day, a woman came to my office asking for a donation.
and you turned her away, didn't you?
Quite the looker, I might add. In fact, she was very much my type. But no matter how attractive she was, I was repulsed by her dedication to charity work.
Yeah, that sounds like Tanaka. You're not gonna donate?
If I say no, the tabloids are going to tear me to shreds.
Oh, she made sure she stacked the deck in her favor then.
Why should I have to give my hard-earned money to a bunch of freeloaders?
I mean, not everybody is in as fortunate a position as you are. And plus, it won't hurt.
I pulled myself up out of squalor to get where I am today. I wanted to get back at the ones who used to laugh at me. That's what I always dreamed of, anyway. But, to tell you the truth, now I have too much money.
Yeah, don't even know what to spend it on, and spending it doesn't make you feel anything anymore.
Profits are booming. I'm so busy, I don't have time to spend a yen of it.
Man, that's such a nice problem to have, isn't it?
Maybe I should train someone to take my place.
You know what, Tanaka? I think you and I are finally speaking the same language.
I could teach them my business philosophy and management techniques. It'd be a carbon copy of me.
Yes, sir.
It would probably cost me a fortune, but if it works, then it's easy living. How would you feel about being adopted?
You are now suddenly speaking French. What are you talking about?
Only joking. People would get funny ideas if I took in a child as old as you.
Especially one that he just met. President Tanaka looks selfish on the surface, but he seems to care about me deep down. Right, only after he fleeced you. But it's all good. We got one more.
Donate for the sake of the less fortunate, huh?
The lessons are finally starting to sink in, and all we had to do was fork over several thousand yen. Several tens of thousands of yen.
Hey,
Yo, Chirotsky. Even though we're about to face death, we're still going to school as if nothing's happened. It's surreal.
Yeah.
We'll have to make up our minds sooner or later. Even as we speak, the deadline is drawing closer. I just hope we can find the right answer. Morning time.
All right.
Let's begin. Toho Kami Emitame. Today I'll finally talk about our own country's magic. While you may think you know enough about it already, you probably don't know the half of it. The belief that magic is a questionable subject is becoming more common. But what is swept into the corners of society today was once central to it. It could even be said that Japan came to be in the first place thanks to magic. After all, Himiko of Yamataikoku was a shaman. She reportedly relied upon a type of shamanism called Kido when ruling her domain, like Bleach. Actually, Bleach probably got it from this. Kubo probably didn't make that up. Sadly, we have no way of knowing how her magic worked. The same is true for Prince Shotoku, who established a centralized government. He practiced Onmyodo, so he was also a shaman of sorts. With origins like these, magic was naturally woven into the very fabric of Japan. In the Heian period, for example, let's see how Sukuna was faring back then. The Bureau of Onmyo was established so that Onmyoji could expel evil spirits, give spiritual advice, and train new practitioners. You may be familiar with it from the legend of Abe no Seimei. My familiarity with Abe no Seimei begins and ends with the fact that he's a persona that you can get in Persona 2. And he's of the minor arcana. I think he's Wand or Cup. But he's a minor arcana persona before they completely phased those out. Even in the age of the samurai, magicians had their part to play. There were many generals who studied divination alongside military tactics. They could even be considered magicians. Say, are you still listening? Don't become mesmerized now. Here's a test to see if you are actually paying attention. Get it wrong and I'll make some of your lingo taboo. Toho Kami Emitame. Now, who to pick this time? I choose thee, Shirotsky. What sorcery was Himiko said to have used? She used Kido.
Correct.
Very good. Thank your Kotodama powers for that one. Another Persona 2 reference. Not really, but you know what I mean. The ease of access to magic the Japanese citizens had continued up to the Edo period. But the new government formed during their Meiji Reformation stamped it out. As they should have, because people were just being swindled en masse. Tsuchi Mikado Shinto, which had only recently been revived, faded away once more. Yep. Go ahead and give me that adoration. So with that set, it'd be nice if classes ended for today. Alright. Mamoru and Mitsuru. So, what I'm going to do, because he should be a rank 9, I believe. Yeah, alright. Bro's got no regrets. Let's go ahead and see him off. Alright. Another max out in our future. What's up, dude? I've been waiting for you. Were you gonna go eat something just now? Yeah, let's spend some time with him. Cool. Now, what should we get? Can't go wrong with ramen. I don't think I'll ever get tired of it. That makes one of us, dude, because I am so sick of ramen. Though, he's not eating that same top ramen, Maruchan stuff.
Glad we can meet up one more time before I take off.
Yep, that's curtains for him. You're leaving today?
Always sharp as a tack. Yep. I'm leaving right after this.
For that brand new job.
The factory's way out west, so I'm moving into a dorm there.
And he's got his bag, too.
I've already sent my luggage. I just gotta send myself. My mom started crying and blaming herself.
I mean, honestly, okay, we would never actually say this to him, but it is kind of strange for them to have a bunch of kids that they couldn't potentially take care of themselves. Not hating on her. It was 2009. I'm sure the economy was booming, or highest, Mamoru would have been born in the early 90s, so even better. But you know what? The gravy train came to an end, and she could not conduct it.
I'm the one who wants to do this. This is a new chapter in my life. Guess I should say goodbye to this ramen too.
Well, yeah. We haven't seen this particular franchise anywhere else. It's all good.
Well then, I better get going.
And with this, I'll see you. Let's chat a bit more. No, I'll see you off.
Sure. Then let's head to the station.
All right.
Hey. Here, take this.
And so from him we get a car key. What? Oh, is this his dad's car key?
I want you to hang on to that.
What's this for?
Well, it's a car key, obviously, but it's not just any car key. It's the key to my dad's car. I've been keeping it for good luck.
I don't know, but if he feels it's appropriate to hand it over to us, then sure.
Sometimes I get pretty pissed that he's not around anymore. My life wouldn't have been so complicated, you know? I could have enjoyed track more. I wouldn't have had all that pressure to be the best.
Yeah, him dying really screwed you over.
But by blaming him like that, I was just running away from my problems.
And that's
That's
true.
why I want you to have it.
No matter what, he still would have had to deal with all this stuff because of that circumstance. So he's right, ultimately.
I don't want to risk running away again. But if I know you have it, I'll be able to stand on my own 2 feet. Then next time we meet, I can still be proud of who I am.
Car key. Yeah,
Thank you.
no problem. It was good to be able to compete against him, I guess. Hayase seems to really care about me. Now, the trifecta of the athlete S-Links are done.
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured.
And for Star,
The
fairly
endless
certain.
power of the Star Arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the star within thyself.
And if I remember correctly, this should be Hillel. Yep. You can now fuse Hillel the Light Bearer.
We'll see each other again someday.
Off you go. And I think right now, so we've got Yukari, Fuka, Mitsuru, Keisuke, and Bebe. Welcome back. It's already been a week since Ryoji-kun told us everything, huh? I couldn't sleep for 3 days after that. It feels weird being this scared. Everyone else is scared too.
Yeah.
I guess you're right. You know, I feel like no one really knows how much they take their lives for granted, especially when you're 16. Until they think there's a real possibility they might lose it. I don't think anyone can really understand that kind of thing until they actually feel it. I feel it every time I get into a friggin' plane. I hate flying. When you saved us on that monorail, I thought I understood the weight of life. But it turns out it's actually way heavier than I thought. They, like, I'm sure right now, but they feel like they understand. Wait, Ken? Ken wants to study? All right. They feel what it's like to be basically terminal patients, I guess. Let me make sure, because I think I do only have 5 open S-Links at the moment, which is interesting. Yeah, 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh, we're only at 2? No, 6. Okay. But we're about to finish off the 1, which I'm surprised for about. But it's because with well, I don't know how many I finished off in my first run through of Persona 5, the vanilla version. I don't think. Did I get through 5 of them? I can always check. I still have my save, but... Shirotsky-san, I have some homework to do, but I'm having trouble getting started on it. By the way, Shirotsky-san, you all have exams coming up, right? Well, in that case, why don't we study together? Sure.
Thank you very much.
You will? Thank you! Well then, let's do our best.
Sorry to bother you like this. I just had a hard time focusing when I tried doing my homework alone.
It's okay. A problem shared is a problem halved, as they say.
Thank you for agreeing to study with me.
And Koromaru is here too for moral support.
Koromaru says he'll study with us too. Right, boy? It must be tough for you guys, having to think about tests at a time like this.
I mean, it is, but, you know, life keeps going. Hopefully. That's the plan, I guess. Gets me fired up even more.
Huh? You're actually enjoying this? Even in the face of grave danger, you never give up. You fight back with all your might. Like a hero! That's so cool! Still, the only thing we can do is carry on and complete our schoolwork as always.
That's true. The burden of this, the superhero teen, or preteen in Ken's case.
What's the matter, Koromaru? Huh. He's got something in his mouth.
Because I'm sure by this point, Atlas knew that you would very likely have all your stats maxed out, so they would have to reward you with something else, rather than a triple boost or something. Mad Bull. 5 SP regeneration, better than no SP regeneration.
Did you bring this here for us?
Gotta get the dog slobber off of it, though.
Thanks, Koromaru. I guess he's trying to cheer us up. I shouldn't make him worry so much.
It's all good. He's here for you when you are down.
Okay, time to study. If I have any questions, can I ask you for help?
Yeah, of course.
And done. That's it for my homework.
Alright, what'd I tell you? He got done lightning fast.
Oh, you're still studying, aren't you? Is it okay if I stay here for a little while?
Sure thing, Ken. Sure thing.
I'll be sure not to bother you. Koromaru and I will be cheering you on. Good luck.
I continued studying with Amada and Koromaru by my side. Yeah. Does not help us whatsoever, but it's all good.
Oh, are you all done now? Cool.
Well, there probably are people who are massively deprioritizing social stats.
Koromaru was with us the whole... Wait, what? Where did he go?
Eventually he said F this, he was just watching us sit here. Oh. More
Waiting for
rewards?
us to finish? I guess it's our turn to hang out with him.
Yeah, he deserves it.
Thanks for studying with me today. If you're okay with it, I'd like to do this again sometime.
I'm sure we're just gonna ratchet up. Maybe our senpai will want to hang out tomorrow, and then after that, it's gonna be everybody. But, yes. December 10th. I probably should have checked to see if Tonica wanted to hang. Somebody's gotten lost.
Hello. I'm calling. It seems that a path that has
Oh.
been blocked off is now open.
Alright, the next section of Haraba block.
I thought it prudent to inform you. Well then, I wish you a safe journey.
Yeah, we're not going to sweat that just this moment. We still need to wait for people to actually get lost in there.
Hello.
Good morning. How does everyone seem regarding that discussion? They're thinking hard.
Right.
I see. Well, I feel the same as the others. But we can't continue on like this forever. We should talk with everyone tonight. Alright, and that's true. Floundering won't do us any good. We gotta talk, we gotta chat it out, come to a consensus, see how we're trying to proceed. Alright, and before that, where is Yukari? Yukari's basically ghosted us.
Hello.
Alright, let's grow closer to Mitsuru. Thank you. It's over at the strip mall, so it shouldn't take long to get there. I piqued my interest a while ago, but I could never bring myself to go alone. Karaoke? I don't remember very much of Mitsuru's S-Link.
Interesting. So this takoyaki doesn't contain an entire octopus, but only a small portion.
This is like, I feel like this is like going to a 7-Eleven and then being going all wondrous over a donut and how that works. How high society is she?
I mean, that does make sense. The entire creature would be far too large for a single person.
I mean, hey, I could definitely eat enough takoyaki that it's a whole octopus.
Sometimes my own ignorance truly astounds me.
Oh, you're fine, Mitsuru. Want me to treat you?
Who do you think I am? Please, allow me to be the one to treat you.
She's like, don't you ever insinuate I'm broke. Okay, well, but now that we've got those dating site things for the free social.
They don't accept credit cards.
Oh, well, hey.
So it's filled with diced octopus. Interesting.
I love takoyaki, but I prefer it when it's cooked all the way through. I've had some really gooey takoyaki. I still liked it, but I preferred the cooked stuff.
There's a mild sourness combined with the chewy texture of the seafood. Quite flavorful.
Sourness. I guess that's what makes it weird, because all the takoyaki I've ever had has been sweet. Sweet-ish.
Are there other ingredients mixed in? In any case, it's quite good. C'est très bon. That reminds me, Akihiko once mentioned this place.
Oh, I'm sure Akihiko comes here on the regular.
Speaking of Akihiko, don't you think he's been acting differently lately?
Yeah, he's fairly resolute.
I can't place my finger on it, but I've known him for quite a long time. It feels like something's changed. Maybe he's just maturing.
And this because, like, you can get this scene a lot sooner, I think, if you're focusing her down. And obviously she's talking about the fact that he's achieved his awakening. Are you happy?
Of course I'm happy. With all that we've been through, it can be difficult to get over what's happened in the past. But Akihiko is using his experiences to make himself stronger. I'm quite impressed by that. When I look at Akihiko, I can't help but reflect upon my own life. It's the most peculiar feeling.
Yeah, you guys are basically reflections of each other. maybe you're anxious. Because I know the in love thing is like actually not the right move.
Anxious? You may be right. Maybe a part of me is panicking because I feel like I'm being left behind. Sorry, don't mind me.
It's all good, Mitsuru. Bear your heart. Mitsuru seems to have a lot on her mind. She's got more responsibility than anybody else in the group, so yeah, that makes sense. Gotta keep us alive.
I don't even know what I'm talking about. Sorry to subject you to my thoughtless rambling. Just forget I said anything.
We're rooting for her. No. I'm rooting for you.
I'm not sure what you mean.
Okay, yeah, that wasn't right.
Takoyaki was absolutely delicious. We should eat here again sometime.
We're gonna need to hit up that dating site. Unless Tanaka's available. Because obviously we want to max him out first. I wonder, well, to my knowledge, oh.
All right. It looks like everyone's here now.
I wonder how this worked. Did Mitsuru and I come back together? Which, I mean, we all go to the same school, so of course that'll happen sometimes.
Well, it's been a week. What's our plan? You okay, Fuka?
You're just so calm, Yukari-chan.
I mean, panicking's not gonna solve anything.
She's so right.
Besides, it's been such a drag around here all week, and no one will go to Tartarus.
You're absolutely right.
So we gotta get our heads back in the game.
We humans are quite resilient. With enough time, we can adapt to any situation. So, how about it, everyone? It's time we discuss this.
Feeling it? Not feeling it? Let us know.
Have you made up your mind, Sanada-san?
No,
Dang, even Akihiko is still conflicted.
but I don't plan on running away.
So you're going to fight Nyx?
I don't know. I mean, it supposedly can't be defeated.
That doesn't mean not even try, right?
What about you? What are your thoughts on it?
Honestly, this is the first time I've ever really contemplated my own death.
What it would be like, how it might feel. It's rough. It's so different. I've been playing this game for 15 years, and it's interesting how my own relationship with its themes has evolved. Because before, I really couldn't grasp what they were going through. But you get to thinking about it the older you get.
In any case, we have to choose one way or the other. I obviously don't want to suffer, but that means we'd have to take a life. Not to mention, we die no matter what we do.
Then, do we all agree that we don't want to hurt Ryoji-kun?
Hold on.
Is that how you feel?
Me?
That's fair. I mean, it's not exactly normal to pick how you're gonna die. What about you, Junpei? Have you decided?
Nah.
What's the matter? Scared?
Okay. See, this, I'm not... At this point, I've gotten used to them softening things up, so this scene already feels a little different. Of course I'm scared.
What the hell is wrong with you? You think this is a joke?
Okay, but she wasn't even as mean about it as she was back in Fez.
Junpei,
This is death we're talking about here. Of course I'm scared. And here you all are, just chatting it up like it's a goddamn picnic. Can't you see? We're all gonna die.
Man,
Then what do you think we should do?
there's Mitsuru, yeah. She's like, let's cut through the BS, Junpei. You got a big idea for us?
Do you want to kill him?
There's nothing I can do. He's the only one who can kill him. Hey. This whole thing is your fault.
And he's upset and lashing out, which is natural.
You had that thing inside you and didn't even know it.
I feel like by definition that makes it not our fault, but you know what? It's okay, Junpei. You're upset and you're hurting.
You raised it, damn it! If it weren't for you, none of this would have happened.
Junpei!
Whoa.
You're supposed to be special, right? Then do something about it.
I'm scared too.
Stop it, Junpei. It's not his fault. And the only reason we even have a choice is because he carried it.
God damn it, I know! It's just... It doesn't matter how many times I tell myself.
Right. It's one thing, like, intellectually you understand it, but emotionally it's rough.
I know this doesn't fix anything. It scares the hell out of me.
I know how you feel, Junpei-kun.
We're all scared. I'm scared too.
Me too. I've never felt so cornered in my life. I can't stop shaking.
We only got 3 weeks left.
Same here. We're all in the same boat. And hey, I'm sorry for teasing you earlier.
I feel like she apologized almost immediately after Junpei flipped out back in Fest, but either way, this is an important thing about their I feel like this particular scene is the perfect encapsulation of their relationship, and it gets overlooked a lot because a lot of people, well, there are people who meme on it, and then there are people who like actually think that Yukari hates Junpei or something like that, but they're friendly with each other. In fact, I think they're probably, yeah, as far as friendship goes, I think Yukari and Junpei, they're like the tightest friends in the entire group, actually. But it's like, and like she'll mess with Junpei and Junpei will mess with her back, but when it's too much, obviously she'll apologize, and Junpei never goes that far.
I just don't want to forget everything. I've learned so much since coming here.
Yuka-tan, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you like that.
I don't think any of us can blame you right now, Junpei. So don't worry about it. Right?
Yeah. I'm sorry.
You got nothing to be sorry for.
Yeah, see, like I said, he was just basically flailing.
I knew the truth deep down. But still, sorry for being a dick.
All right. Let's put a pause on any unnecessary gatherings for now.
Right, Mitsuru was like, this did not go how it should have. Let's not do this again for a little bit.
Ryoji said he'll be back on New Year's Eve. Let's just try to go about our lives until then. We have some time, so let's consider our options while we still can.
All right. I really wish, well, I guess maybe completely redoing this dynamic isn't like the best move. But I do still think it's cool that like scenes like that obviously show off the fact that Mitsuru is the leader of this place.
Sorry.
Sorry about earlier, man. I know you've been helping me out all this time. But you know that sinking feeling when you hit a dead end? Yeah, it sucks. Koromaru is always so calm and collected. Dogged, really. He was at that shrine all by himself. I want to be more like Koromaru. I don't want to be stuck in the past anymore. Aragaki-san kept me alive for a reason.
Hey, so...
Don't worry about what Junpei said earlier, okay? You know, all that stuff about how Ryoji-kun was inside you? No one thinks it's your fault. You're still you, the same person now as you've always been. I had considered the possibility that we could simply stop Ryoji from initiating the fall. But it appears that isn't a possibility after all. And if we kill him, we'll lose our memories, but still be unable to prevent it. I wonder if Ryoji-kun will really come back for New Year's Eve. He hasn't, I mean, we have no reason to believe he won't. Ryoji likes us. He wants to give us that option. What is he doing now? Is he crying like before? He probably isn't really doing much of anything. What would he do at a time like this? Soldier on. He'd probably fight the end of the world with all he had.
Isn't that right?
Yeah, that's what he would do. Alright, so no new skills. So Koromaru, I'm sorry, we're done hanging out. And since nobody else is available, we'll do the dating site for Mitsuru and then keep it pushing. Alright, well that was easy. And it also made up for us completely flubbing it, but having to use 2 time slots to make up for the mess up on one of, to have to make up for what could have been accomplished in one, that's a trade-off, but it's one that we're more able to make now that our slots are starting to free up. Exams start on Monday. Have you guys been studying? I'm the one who takes the fall if you don't score well, you know. Open your textbooks for today's lesson on incorrect use of the plural form. These can trip up a lot of people. The most common forms end in S, S, and E's. Got it?
What?
However, there are some irregular plural forms too. You seem confused, Iori-kun. Do you know which of the following is an irregular plural noun? Is it gonna be moose or geese or something like that? Me? I wasn't listening at all. Owie, help me out, man. Did you catch what she said? Do you know the answer? What? What is irregular about these? Lives, because you have to change the F to a V.
Bingo.
Oh, so you were listening. You've got a funny way of showing it, though. Like most singular nouns, you can add an S to dream to form dreams. Since wish ends in an ish, you have to add S to get its plural form, wishes. On to the next one. Man, I sure wish they'd stop calling me out. Thanks, Owie. You're a real homie. But I kind of wish she talked about the why lives is an irregular pluralization. Obviously, we got it because we were able to figure it out in the end. But I wonder, is it because I'm fluent in English that I even tripped up on that in the moment? Urgently hiring. Yeah, they'll be alright. See? Iwatorai strip mall? Who's here? We've already maxed out Mamoru, and we've already maxed out the old couple. Are they still available for... They're probably still available, yeah. We can still go to Bookworms, even though that doesn't do anything for us anymore. Interesting. So with this, Gekko-kan... I'm not gonna lie, I've kind of forgotten what the three quote things mean. Does it mean that I can complete something here? Because she's not selling this Odin juice stuff. Just get one of everything, and maybe something here is what she's looking for. Oh! There's somebody... Wait. Mitsuru was available but didn't text us? Interesting. Well, I was about to make a giant mistake. Truth be told, asking you to come along was just an excuse. I hope we'll have some time to chat afterwards. Interesting.
You know, there's not much time left for us to spend like this.
Hey, and she's not wrong.
In just a short while, we'll be looking back on these days with nostalgia.
Sure. Let's wishfully think. Did something happen?
No, I'm probably just tired. It's nothing you need to worry about.
I don't know. It sounds like something we should worry about.
Since my father passed away, I've been faced with a number of complicated issues.
I couldn't imagine.
My inheritance, the future of the Kirijo group, and the expectations of everyone involved with both. It's possible I won't be going to college or starting a career. I may need to walk a different path.
It sounds like no matter what you do, you'll end up in a career, but it's kind of insane how different that is from Japan, because if she were an American kid, like, it's completely out of the question for her to not be going to college after this.
Say, what does marriage mean to you?
Intriguing question, Mitsuru. It's a social agreement.
That's true. Marriage is a union in a social context as well. That's what differentiates it from simply dating. Yes, I shouldn't have needed to ask you about that.
We got nothing out of that. I effed it up.
My parents' marriage was arranged for strategic reasons.
Well, that sucks, but clearly her dad actually loved her, so...
But as time passed, they slowly grew to honestly love each other. I don't think they were unhappy with their lives. Love can take many different forms.
Yeah, but still, I'd rather pick my spouse.
Am I wrong about this?
That's a tough one.
If I could speak with my father one last time, I would ask him directly.
Dang, dude. All right, well, to the dating site we go. I lent an ear to Mitsuru. Yeah, our relationship has grown, but no thanks to anything I've done.
Looks like we ended up staying until closing time. Talking in the library. I'm not setting a very good example as student council president. We should go.
Well, dang. Okay, but if honestly, if Tonic is available, we're gonna have to go ahead and speak with him. Just get that set, get that taken care of.
I see you're back.
Exams begin next week. I know it's hard to focus, but don't ignore the present because you're worried about the future. That would just be giving up on life. No point in that.
I think.
Personally, I'm going to keep on like always. I'll keep going to Tartarus and studying too. I'm not leaving the ring without a win. Right. Sounds like he's already made up his mind. I was thinking about the connection between what Ikutsuki-san and Ryoji-kun both told us. And then everything finally made sense. Ikutsuki-san made us fight the 12 shadows in hopes that the appraiser would return. And by doing so, he managed to fuse Ryoji-kun, who was inside you, with the 12 shadows. And that's when Ryoji-kun appeared to us as the appraiser in a completed form. Yep, she's got it. And you know what? It took 8 months of in-game time for those 3 paragraphs to come to pass. So Persona 3 is definitely the slowest plot-wise. That's indisputable. I still like the plot, but it is the slowest plot-wise. It sucks that we have exams at a time like this. Are you studying for them? No, I'm not. There's no reason to. We're already as smart as we're gonna get. Yeah, me neither. I guess it's a little late to start studying now, but let's try to do our best. Dude, I'm in serious trouble. I haven't studied at all for the exams. What about you? Not at all. That's why we're buddies, man. Let's fail together. Misery loves company. It'll be hard to go back to the way things were. No matter what I do, I find myself going in circles. And now our upperclassmen would like to study together. And Tanaka's not available, so that's a-okay.
Yeah?
Oh, Shirosuke, you here for a change of pace? Mitsuru and I are trying to study, but we're not really getting anywhere.
Oh, right.
You should join us. We might make some progress, all three of us together, don't you think? Sure.
All right.
Good, then it's settled. Go get your things and meet us back here. Take their minds off things for a moment, but I thought it was going to be all of us, but no, okay. And after this, I'm sure it's going to be the juniors.
Mitsuru? That section won't be covered on the exam.
Right, so there's no point in spending time and energy on it.
Oh, sorry. I'm having some difficulty concentrating.
Guess that's to be expected with everything going on. I'm not immune to it either.
Yeah, it's rough out here.
Sorry. I know we're the ones who invited you to study, but... well, just look at us.
It's fine, you guys are human too. You guys are perfect specimens of humanity, but you're still human. Want to sing a song?
You're so relaxed, it's almost scary. If you're hiding how you really feel, I'd say you're doing a good job of it. But in your case...
Yes, I doubt it's an act. This is just who he is.
Cool as a cucumber, no matter what.
Well, we can't let ourselves be outdone now, can we? Rain or shine, this is still the last exam we'll ever take as high school students. All the more reason to give it our all.
Which is actually, the last exam we'll ever take as high school students. And I was about to say, it's very strange because they still have 3 months of school left, but we're gonna die at the end of the month, so.
You're right. There's no excuse for slacking. It's time to prove what these last 3 years have led up to.
Ooh, I see the fire in your eyes. At this rate, I may have to relinquish my position as top student.
And because it's funny because Akihiko is no dummy. He takes his studies as seriously as he takes his training.
That said, test results are but a single measure. What truly matters is that we continue to improve ourselves.
Well, I never noticed before how their palettes are opposite of each other. Mitsuru was red on top and white on the bottom, and Akihiko was white on top and red on the bottom. They complement each other in so many ways.
May we both make this a triumphant finale to our time here.
Back to normal, I see. No, talk about a heated rivalry.
And who's the one who stoked the flames? I expect you'll see this study session through to make up for that. Well, I think we've dallied enough. We'll need to make up for lost time.
Let's go ahead and get these academics up. I can sense a strong motivation from Mitsuru and Akihiko. Yeah. Make us even more impossibly intelligent.
Whoa. Didn't realize so much time had passed. Guess I was in the zone.
I don't think I've been able to focus this well in a long while. I've just finished reviewing the material.
You two are serious, huh? Oh, I could barely keep up.
That so? Well, I guess that means we've earned a bit of your respect back.
We're almost through this. Keep at it, you two.
Yep, not much longer left.
Cool. Guess that's that. Now all we gotta do is ace the exams.
And then probably maybe this coming Saturday or Sunday. But I assume we're going to get one with the juniors today, and then we're going to get one with everybody tomorrow. Exams start Monday, so today I'll be covering some of the more historically significant years. 645 was the Taika Reform. 710 was when the Heijo Kyo was established. 794 was when the Heian Kyo was established. I'm gonna skip ahead a few hundred years now. Yeah, we'll stay awake.
Yes, exactly.
1185 was the Battle of Dan no Ura, and 1192 is when the Kamakura Shogunate was established. He skipped 400 years ahead. Oh, we're real close to the age of the samurai now. Haven't we? I feel like we've been in the age of the samurai for a while, but it's all good. So, who's up? Man, Yukari is a friggin' ghost. A sail. Okay, we do want to hit Aohige up, because they've still got, their stuff still is not outmoded, especially when it comes to revival and healing. Or maybe just revival.
There's a sale today. Buy whatever you... Which ones?
Alright. We'll do
Changed your mind?
revives HP, 50%. We got 12 of these, 10 of these. Let's get 10 soul refreshes. Actually, let's get 12.
Which
And
one?
then we'll get 12 life ointments.
Thanks for coming.
That's friggin' expensive, but hey. Restores 200 HP to all allies. Let's get 12 of these also. Well, that was fruitful. Now, I do believe we are hosed. No, the strip mall. And Gekkokan High. Okay, so Mitsuru is probably down to hang out again. But let's see if Mayoido has what we're looking for.
Which one so? What will it be?
No.
What would you like?
Maybe these aren't... Okay, I think I had it wrong. These aren't changing from day to day. Everything that we can... every different kind of material that we can acquire has a different different kind of thing that it can make. So it's not changing on the daily. Alright, well... Only took me forever to figure that out, but you know what? Better late than never. Now, I highly doubt if Mitsuru is available, she's gonna rank up. Oh, because I'm facing the wrong way.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine. We'll just put our time and efforts for the dating site into somebody else. Maybe Yukari? I'm not sure how... I probably didn't do super well with Yukari. Alright, but it'll be fine. Shirotsky-kun, don't forget, it's almost time for exams. I've been having a hard time trying to study, though. When I'm alone, my mind wanders. Shirotsky-kun, do you think maybe we could study together? Yep, just like I figured. The underclassmen today. Although I proposed living life as normally as possible, I suppose that's easier said than done. Knowing what's going to happen, it's almost too much to bear. And is Akihiko upstairs, or is Akihiko not here? Interesting.
Oh.
Shirotsky-kun, good timing! Fuka just suggested that we study for the exams together.
Hey,
Come on, there's no point studying at a time like this. You're with me, right, dude? At a time like this, huh? Like you'd want to study if things were normal. I just thought studying with everyone might help take our minds off things. So if it's not too much trouble, what do you think, Shirotsky-kun? Let's study together. Well, let's see what's everyone's status. Yukari, Takeba, and Aigis. So Yukari is going to study tonight no matter what.
Hey, so...
It's looking pretty bad for me this time. She's actually commenting. I wonder if this ever happens any other time in the game. Somebody commenting on the fact that they won't go to Tartarus. It doesn't happen in Fez. Well, no, sometimes people will, like, you'll be passing somebody up as they're on their way out the door, and they'll comment on it then. I haven't been able to study at all. I'm gonna have to cram everything starting now. So let's study together then.
Thank you.
That's great. I'm so glad we can all study together again, even at a time like this.
Okay.
Shirotsky-kun, you can sit here. Come on, Junpei, stop zoning out.
I think I forgot my eraser back in my room. Junpei, I'm borrowing yours for a sec.
Because for some reason in Japan, the erasers are separate from the pencils.
Hold on! Only the flat side, okay? It's brand new. Gotta keep the corners sharp.
Junpei knows.
Huh? What's the big deal? It's just an eraser.
No, Yukari, if you don't understand, it can't be explained.
An eraser's corners are a special privilege reserved for the owner. A precious and fleeting source of euphoria.
He's so right.
You learned that when you were a kid? One man's eraser is another man's treasure.
I don't have time for this.
She's just gonna take it and use it.
Come on, Fuka. You get what I'm saying here? You're laughing, but this is a serious matter.
Oh, sorry. It just crossed my mind how peaceful things are.
Right, you get us all in a group and then it's suddenly back to normal, except we're missing one of our number.
It's strange that just being able to study with everyone like this can make me feel so happy.
Yeah, I know what you mean. It makes me wonder if this might be the last time we ever get to do this.
And a tacit admission that Yukari is enjoying this as well.
Just kidding. Sorry, forget I said that. I was just thinking about next year.
Yeah, nice save, Yukari. Excellently recovered. You like studying that much?
That's not really what I meant. You're a real goof sometimes. I never know what to expect out of you at a time like this. But thanks. I think I needed that.
Alright, time to get back to studying. Oh, Fuka, can I have some lead for my pencil?
And I'm so ticked. I bought there's this pen brand that I really like, and I bought some pens, but it turns out they also make mechanical pencils that look exactly the same as the pens. Of course, it's my fault for not reading the packaging, but still.
Oh, sure. You can take some from this one.
Thankies! Oh, dude, let me borrow your highlighter for a sec.
Wait, geez, Junpei, did he bring anything? He's got his eraser, but he wants to use everybody else's stuff? We all concentrated on studying. Yes, sir. Go ahead and give us...
Hey, Yuka-tan! Mind if I borrow your ruler?
So I'm assuming we're doing math then?
I guess, but why have you been borrowing all of our stuff? Don't you have your own?
Listen, when I heard you forgot your eraser, something just hit me. The simple act of helping each other out is like, that's what it's all about, you know? That's happiness.
Oh my gosh. Pack it up, Junpei. Pack it up.
Junpei-kun.
No, don't fall for this, Fuka.
You say that, but you probably just forgot to bring all your stuff, didn't you?
Right.
Busted.
Right.
Thank you for studying with me, everyone. I hope we can do this again.
Yes. Let's all hope that we'll get to study with each other next time. 13th. The fateful day. Exams are coming up. So let's see if Tanaka's got anything good. Victory headband. What is this? This seems like it might give HP, either HP regeneration or it might up crits, but the victory headband is a new item that I'm not familiar with.
Thanks, kid. But
all right. So let's see what everybody's up to today on this finest of days. Mitsuru. Okay, the girls in all right, what's up? Everyone needs a break once in a while. Would you like to join us?
Huh?
Wait, Senpai, it's girl time, remember?
Oh.
But what about me and Koromaru? It's okay. Dogs in grade schoolers are allowed. Well, you heard her. Sorry, but the decision has been made. Well, that's fine.
Oh, maybe.
You're not gonna say, why aren't you studying or something like that. Just so you know, it would be pretty rude to interrupt a conversation like that. Yukari's like, don't even ask. Besides, it's important to take breaks too. Yeah, Junpei knows all about that.
Precisely.
You're right. And last minute studying won't make much of a difference anyway.
Isn't that...
Is that your way of saying we're hopeless? That's not very nice, Senpai. See, they're back and forth. Their relationship is so different now. It's nice. There's a lot to think about, but we still have to study for our exams. Or rather, I feel I'll go crazy if I don't.
What?
Wow, Fuka-san, you're a really serious student. I know what you mean, as much as I hate to admit it.
Yes, precisely.
That's fine. It's probably for the best. In fact, getting back into your routine might help you think more clearly when the day comes.
By the way,
It's pretty rare for you to be here, Mitsuru-san. Right, for her to be hanging out on the second floor.
Is that so?
Is it now? Well, I suppose it's true I've never laughed like this with all of you before. It's amazing what going through life or death situations can do to a group's morale. It's a pleasant change of pace. I'll join you again if the opportunity presents itself. We'll be happy to have you anytime, right, Fuka?
Uh-huh.
Of course. Let's do this again. Well, maybe I will. Aww. Mitsuru is enjoying hanging out with her friendly friends. Meanwhile, the guys are down here, banished. Yeah, she said we should just act like everything is normal. But that probably refers to keeping our emotions in check. It doesn't mean you don't have to study for exams if you normally don't. You'll be fine though, won't you? Of course, or what about you? Oh, I'm good to go. I've gotten in the habit of studying every day. Yeah, Akihiko is always solid. Healthy brain food. And they're available while no one else is. Can we use the computer during the day, I wonder? Dating site note. Let's go for Yukari. Oh, hey. Exam starts tomorrow, huh? I guess this will be the first time I use an exam to distract me from something else. Alright, and so now it's time for the big study. Maybe. Where are Akihiko and Mitsuru? Okay. Aw, good boy. Okay, so Koromaru was out patrolling. So does that mean that Mitsuru... Is she in the command room? She is not. Where is Mitsuru? She'll show up for the study session, so it's all good.
Hey.
You remember finals start tomorrow, right? So, I was just talking to Fuka, and we want to try studying together with everyone, like normal. I was going to talk to Karijo-senpai about it, but it seems like she went out for a bit. I wonder if we'll get into trouble for organizing it without permission. A study group? Mitsuru would never be down on that. Well, we can just apologize if that happens, but do you think anyone else wants to study anyway? You're right, some of them might want to be left alone, but
Hey!
What do you think? Do you want to study and try to get back into the normal swing of things? I want to study together.
Thanks.
Really? Yeah, me too. I'm gonna give it a shot and invite everyone. You should get your materials ready in the meantime. Oh, I'll go with you, Yukari-chan.
Hey, so, didn't Karijo-senpai say we shouldn't be hanging out like this?
I'm sure she'll. Okay, so what I'm expecting now is that Mitsuru was probably gonna show up partway through this with food or something like that. It'll turn into a giant merriment sort of thing.
Think she'll be mad if she finds out?
I kind of doubt it.
Yeah, we're not doing anything wrong.
But I won't deny that seeing you all does remind me of recent events.
Yeah, it's a lot.
Right. Well then, why don't we just call it a wrap here?
Sonata-senpai, I'd like to ask for some help with this question.
Right, Yukari's like, hold on, before anybody gets to moving.
Oh, wait, Junpei-kun. I wanted to ask you,
Oh, they're trying to keep the study session going, but Fuka, obviously not really much for thinking on her feet, can't think of anything to ask Junpei.
I think I'll take Koromaru for a walk.
Hey, wait! We'll all take him on a walk when we're done. You can sit back down, Amada-kun.
Yeah, see, they're trying to keep the group together. Oh, she was in her room.
Oh, I guess you found out. I was planning on inviting you too, Mitsuru-senpai. I do understand that we don't have time for chit-chat, but I just wanted to spend time with everyone.
this was actually my idea. I was the one who wanted to gather everyone.
Fuka trying to take the fall, but it's nice hearing somebody call her Mitsuru-senpai again. It reminds me of Fess.
So, I'm sorry. I don't want everyone to get in trouble for my selfishness.
We all still agreed. She's like, I'll go get my things.
Hey, you shouldn't be the only one that has to apologize. I feel the same way, Fuka.
Thanks, Yukari-chan. It's just, when I think this might be the last...
And of course, everybody keeps bringing it up because that's the sort of thing that rules your thoughts.
In any case, I apologize for this. Let's just call it for today.
Let's keep studying.
Thank you. After warning you all, I wasn't sure how to go back on it. I was actually taking a walk to mull it over.
Okay, so she wanted to go ahead and lift the ban on congregation as well.
Yukari, Yamagishi, I feel the same way you do.
You did say we should try to go about our lives for now. You hear that, Junpei? Let's get to it.
Yeah, nose to books.
If we're talking my life, studying's the last thing I'd be doing.
Mitsuru-senpai, could you help me with this?
Of course. What question did you need help with?
Aw, we study together as we always do. I feel I was able to focus better than usual. Okay, one thing I will never not be able to give Reload its props for. Seas feels so much closer in this game.
How long have we been studying? Time really flies when we're all in it together.
I agree. Thank you for going along with my suggestion, everyone.
Oh, for certainly. Time well spent.
You think so? I hope everyone else feels the same way.
By the way, I hope you haven't forgotten about taking Koromaru for a walk.
Oh, never that. We've got him.
Of course not. Come on, everyone, let's go.
She totally did forget. I did too, I'm not gonna lie.
That'll be it for studying then. Everyone, make sure to give it your all on the exams.
Oh, absolutely. It's gonna be our last time getting rewarded by Mitsuru. Gotta make it count. But we've topped in literally every single exam, so it's all gold. Second semester final exams begin today. Okay. So yeah, this will take us up to 11 days, just about 2 weeks before. So what do you got first? Which of the following originated in India? Okay. Uh-oh. 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 I don't remember. Zero is Arabic, right? It's either the number 0 or imaginary numbers. And I feel like the number 0 was Arabic. Oh no, I forgot. Man, we should still top the results even if we miss one. Our academics are fully maxed. When heated, the beta amylase enzymes in sweet potatoes react with the starch present to produce which disaccharide? Sucrose? Oh my gosh. I'm flubbing this. I don't remember the answers. Nah, if we don't get the thing reward from Mitsuru, I'm absolutely reloading this. I'm not letting that slide. Which Roman goddess has been theorized as the namesake for the month of April? It was Venus, right? Okay. Getting two wrong shouldn't be that bad. Should be a-okay. As long as we top the exam. In the Tale of Genji, who does Hikaru Genji compare to cherry blossoms? Who are these people? Oh my god. Murasaki no Ue. That seems more familiar. Okay. Because I was worried I was getting that from messed up with Murasaki Shikibo, but yes. Oh my gosh. Which of the following words is not in the correct plural form? Geeses. God dang. We were not doing too hot at the beginning. I won't lie. I will not lie. But now today, our maxed out academics should carry the day. So 2 wrong answers, 3 correct answers, and 1 day of rank 6. I'm sure we'll find out on Monday. Well, that was bad. Let's save. We'll save over this one. And since Yukari is available, Junpei wants to hang. Yeah, let's meet with Junpei. He has far fewer hangout events than anybody else. Yeah, let's spend some time with Junpei.
All right.
Let's head to Octopia.
You go on ahead to the shrine. I'll grab us some takoyaki.
Oh, is the shrine really not that far from here? Want me to wait for you?
Aww, you gonna miss me?
Yes.
It's fine. Just go on ahead. I'll be there in a sec.
Is he gonna get like a mountain of takoyaki or something?
Got some takoyaki. This one's for you.
Thanks. Well, oddly generous of you. Is this gonna be an apology for his outburst?
Come on, look at these eyes. Why would you ever suspect me like that? Just messing around. To be honest, this is kind of an apology for the other day.
There it is.
You know, back when I blew up at you, one pack of takoyaki ain't gonna make up for it, but it's better than nothing, right?
Hey, the quickest way to a man's heart is through his stomach. I already forgave you. No, is this all you've got?
Do you want my share too?
You know what, Junpei? Yes, we do. Hand it over.
I don't blame you. I'd say the same thing. I took my anger out on you, and you totally didn't deserve that.
Everybody, it's very easy to look for someone or something to blame.
It's because I really wanted to take out my anger on someone else.
Exactly.
Remember when I mentioned I was visiting someone at the hospital?
Chidori? Yeah, we just use her name. We know it was Chidori you were visiting.
And how I pissed her off, but I didn't know what I did wrong? I think I get it now.
Oh, she blew up at him the same way that he blew up at us.
A while back, I was asked what I'd be doing with my life in 2 years. By Chidori. And being the insensitive dumbass I am, I said something like, eats me. For a long time, I didn't even understand how it must have felt for her to ask me that.
Because Chidori didn't think she'd even live that long.
So it's no wonder she got upset.
No, Chidori knew she wasn't going to live that long.
She was facing something really scary. And there I was, acting like it was no big deal. The other day, when everyone was all calm and chatting about what Ryoji said, it put everything into perspective. When it finally hit me, I lost my shit and snapped at you. I'm really sorry about that, man. Yay! Come on, eat up. Don't want cold takoyaki, do you?
This got super friggin' real for a moment.
Woohoo, that was tasty. And it's not too bad cold either. Hey, by the way, have you decided what you're gonna do on the 31st yet?
Sure have. Yeah, I have. Or, it's a secret.
Guess that means you have some idea. Look, man. Me and the others might tell you all kinds of stuff.
But they ultimately trust our judgment.
But whatever we say, go with your own gut. You've dealt with enough as it is, you know? I've always been jealous of you. You're a special dude. And everyone's always counting on you.
Junpei, how could they not respect you? You're awesome.
But at the same time, I knew you were the one making all the tough calls. You're always looking out for everyone around you. Even people like me. Sure, I was jealous, but watching you, I knew I could never be you. So, I figured maybe it's time you chose what you wanted to do for a change.
You don't have to tell us twice. We absolutely do intend to do that.
Besides, forgetting everything doesn't exactly sound so bad, does it?
Well, I can't blame him for, because obviously, like, nobody wants to, like, walk knowingly into their own friggin' deaths. What about Chidori?
I mean, I obviously wouldn't like that. It'd suck to forget everything.
But still, it's one of the options that's available to us, and it'd be irresponsible not to explore it intellectually.
But that's just how I feel. You should follow your feelings. Whatever you choose, I won't let anyone tell you otherwise.
All right.
All right, that's enough serious stuff. Chats like this make my throat all dry. Or maybe it's just the takoyaki.
It's probably the takoyaki.
Let's grab a drink somewhere and head back. That okay with you, Mr. Leader?
All right, and now we're probably going to get more HP. Courage, don't need that. But you know what? It is nice. That's it? Wow, okay. But I guess they couldn't give too many boosts to these character events because ultimately... Dang, this took forever to arrive. Victory headband. So let's see what this is hitting on.
Right.
After I finished my exams, I walked around town for a little while. The lost are everywhere now. Running into them is no longer just an occasional incident. Perhaps it has to do with the fall. We have to do something.
Right.
Yes, I agree. We must continue going to Tartarus. Whether our opponent is a shadow or fate itself, we will need to be strong to win. Alright, and the crops are ready too. So let's see... Victory headband. Resist ailments. In general. Ooh. Magic. All stats +3, which is insane. Felt dull. Low light evasion. Why does he have this? What? Okay, I'm like, I still have my Avaricious ring on. I got worried for a second. So we'll give Akihiko a Sorcerer's Mark. Okay, we can upgrade Mitsuru in that case. Shift boost. Resist ailments. Alright. And now the Invigorate 2 for you. And the Aristocracy. Okay, well. Poison. But it also gives her a dark basic attack. But of course, it's about at the strength of an Aha with only 100 points. All stats +1. So you got all stats +4 at the moment. We can put on the Otenza Mitsuyo, but I want those additional stats.
By the way,
The exams are finally over, but I don't feel relieved at all. I'm just even more tired. This is the same way I felt after the last midterms. We thought it was going to be the last battle, but it wasn't. The more I think about it, the more miserable I feel.
Good to see you.
I studied extra hard this time, so I have a feeling I'll be okay. How about you, Shirotsky-kun? How do you think you did on the exams? Aced them. Oh, that's wonderful! I think I did pretty well too. But I skipped some questions I didn't know the answers to. I'll have to review them later.
Oh,
Shirotsky-san, how did you do on your finals? Pretty bad. Well, I think you should give yourself a pass. You did what you could while in a hard situation, so please don't be too hard on yourself. Children all over the world will receive presents from a jolly old man in a red suit. But one day they will realize that the jolly old man doesn't really exist, and they will be sad. But that sadness will eventually lead to maturity, and then they will leave their childish toys behind. Christmas. What an interesting holiday. I think in this particular case, what Mitsuru was actually talking about is the fact that we're contemplating our own deaths, and that's going to make us more mature. We're leaving our childishness behind by thinking we're invincible. Dude, I think I bombed the exams. But how could I even concentrate when I know the world is going to end? Well, I mean, you can probably try selling your teachers that line. I'm not sure if it's going to pan out, but it's an option. Training. Now Akihiko wants to hang. Can't miss any of these. We'll 100% be finishing off Tonica, so it's fine if we skip a night of his here and there. Wait, is he wearing his summer stuff? Thanks for coming. It's pretty cold today, huh? No, he's wearing his Tartarus outfit, but without all the Kirijo gear. I didn't know we could dress like that. You saw my text, right? Want to get moving and warm up a little? Yeah. Yes. Cool. Let's do this. I know this wasn't your idea, but I'm not planning on letting you cut corners. All right. First on the list is jogging the Naganaki Shrine. Let's go. So, I wonder if we'll be able to get this costume for him.
You were actually able to keep up with me on my training regimen. I'm impressed.
All that time in Tartarus has turned our body into a well-oiled machine.
So, what do you think?
Form? Impeccable. Nothing like us, though. Of what?
Well, the reason I asked you to join me today is
to clear some things up?
We finally found you, Akihiko Sanada.
Alright, let's get to getting to it.
We've had a good run up until now. Today's where it ends.
Don't feel bad about screaming if you gotta. No one's coming to save you, though.
Oh, you mean nobody's coming to save you?
These guys just don't know when to quit.
There's no getting away this time. Not for you, and not for your chicken shit buddy either.
Wait, hold on. Who are you calling cowardly?
Not that it'd matter anyway. You guys live at the dorm nearby, don't you?
And they know where we live, so they want that fight no matter what.
Yeah, we saw some girls there. And a kid, too. Sure hope they're keeping safe.
Well, if you guys want it, you guys got it. You won't get away with this. Yeah.
Stay back.
He's like, let me go ahead and do this.
I'll create an opening so you can escape. If you're going after my friends, then I'll be your first obstacle. Come on, make your move.
Wait, you're literally a tough guy. What's got you so scared?
Don't you know what'll happen if a trained guy like you hits an amateur?
No friggin' way. They're trying to use the hands or trained weapons thing. You guys all deserve to be hospitalized.
The boxing team will be suspended, and you'll be expelled. Or worse, you'll go to prison, and your life will be over.
So what? They just expect for Akihiko to stand there and take a beating?
Is that what you want? Huh?
That is true. I could never do something like that to my supervisor or my boxing teammates.
Why admit it? Though, I guess there's no point lying about something that's very well known.
But even if that's how I feel, I can't back down now.
Oh, yeah.
I'll carry that responsibility and pay for it the rest of my life if I have to.
This is so unfair to Akihiko. He didn't do anything but be a boxer, and these guys started all this trouble with him, and he's like, fine, I didn't do anything to make this happen, but if I have to go to prison, then so be it.
I will protect what's important to me. That's why I have these fists.
Ah, what the hell are you going on about?
Oh.
Let's get him.
All right, then. I'll trust my back to you. Just try not to hurt him. I'm sure you can handle that.
Cocky little bastards!
You guys wanted this so bad for so long, and now you got it.
Looks like that does it. That was quite the challenge considering their numbers.
But of course, fighting shadows is way more difficult than fighting regular people.
Are you alright? Don't ever show your face around here again.
Right. Now that you know what's gonna happen.
If I ever hear you're threatening my friends, you know what'll happen next.
Got it.
Come on, it's getting cold. Plus, someone might have called the police.
Yeah, I'm sure we were making a lot of really violent noise for a very long time.
Let's go to my room for now.
And these are probably going to be the last hangouts with them.
Well, I'd like to put out some tea, but I have to take these off first.
Okay, so he just bandaged his hands. Why is Akihiko's... Well, I guess it would make sense that Akihiko would have the largest room. He did get first pick. Stylish. All the stuff he's won.
They're more than just fashionable. These hand wraps protect my hands and wrists. Not only do these protect me, but they can affect the power of my punches depending on how I wrap them.
Jeez, I didn't know all that.
Whether my fists deal damage or not depends on these. I guess they're like my partners in the ring. Anyways, make yourself comfortable.
Don't mind if I do. That couch looks awesome.
So, the reason I asked you to join me today, it's because I wanted you to know what I've been working on.
Wow, okay. We could have, like, honestly, we could have had that conversation there without that massive interruption, but obviously, who'd want to stand around and have a heart-to-heart in front of people they just beat up?
I spent a lot of time training and gaining more experience. And I thought I'd finally reached a point where I could feel confident in my abilities. But after hearing what the appraiser said, I felt afraid.
Which makes sense, because if you didn't, you'd basically be not even a machine, because Aigis was a machine and she was afraid. You wouldn't be human.
I felt anger too, knowing that all the training I'd put myself through was meaningless. I told myself I'd face things head on, but I'm still as weak as I was before. Tell me, do you think I'm strong enough now?
Akihiko, you've been strong enough for a while. Definitely.
I'd like to think so, but I did lose my way. Everyone loses confidence in themselves from time to time. And that's when their weakness rears its ugly head. Being on the verge of grasping something, but grappling with the fear and frustration of losing everything again. It's so hard to overcome.
And it's a lot. He's been, oh my gosh, I can't imagine.
And it's a feeling I understand all too well. I know we've pushed this crucial decision on you. And I can only imagine how hard that must be. But try not to blame Junpei and the others.
A little late for that.
I guess I could have saved you some trouble if I spoke up sooner, huh?
Nah, you're fine. A lot was going on.
Anyway, as someone who was there too, I just wanted you to know. No matter what you decide, I'm still gonna do what I have to do.
Okay, and this was this is basically like the exact opposite conversation we had with Junpei. He's like, I'll back you up no matter what. And Akihiko's like, my decision stands no matter what you pick.
I faced off against countless opponents to get where I am now. If I said all my training was meaningless, then that would be spitting on all of their efforts too. And that would be absolutely unacceptable. Wouldn't you agree?
Right, it's like wanting the person who beat you to go on to win the whole thing.
Sorry, I didn't mean to go on a tangent like that. Not only did I ask you to join me today, but you got dragged into my fight too. I've got to at least pay you back for that.
So, is he going to give us something that restores SP?
I'm pretty sure my special protein blend is around here somewhere.
Yes, Mitsuru gave us that Lux tea. Is this going to be Lux Protein? I can see a familiar handmade craft on the desk. It's that cardboard gold medal that Sanada's sister made.
Oh, that. I was thinking of sending that back to my parents when I write them a New Year's card.
Still, this game establishing that Akihiko has parents is crazy. He's like after him being orphaned, it just isn't a detail that is ever thought of or ever brought up or anything.
We don't know how the future's gonna turn out. It's better if it doesn't stay with me.
I mean, the gold medal's fate is going to be the same no matter who it's with. This belongs to you.
You're one unusual guy. I was thinking this during the fight earlier, but for some reason, I feel like I can trust you to watch my back. Together, we can overcome anything.
And don't you forget it.
For a long time, all I cared about was having the power to protect others. And I thought being hard on myself and competing with others was the only way I was going to do that. Although, it is true that I've gotten more capable through my reckless approach.
Yeah, I mean, it'll pay off sometimes, but not all the time.
But now, there are others who fight alongside me. So I have people who I want to protect. But at the same time, I want them to be there fighting with me. In the end, it's because I have all of you that I feel like I can become even stronger. I still don't know if I'm strong or kind enough to deserve this medal.
What? He's so hard on himself.
But this is my starting point, and it's something that I should keep with me. You've taught me another valuable lesson today. Now, where to put this?
In the place of honor. That's what I would do. Let me see it.
Oh, sure.
Aw, that's awesome.
I did it, Miki.
You deserve it.
It's a huge honor. I'll fight to protect it like a champ, guarding his title. I may not be very good at motivating people with words, or communicating how I feel, but you can trust I'll never back down from a fight. Even if I'm battered and on the ground, I'll get back up every time.
That's the Akihiko we know and love.
I'll never give up. That's my duty to all of you. So you can count on me. I swear I will protect you. That being said, there's still so much I owe you for.
Dang, dude. This is like what Ryoji had going on the Million.
I'll be doing what I can to pay back that debt. I haven't really thanked you for all your help until now either. Ah, right. I was going to at least thank you for what you did today.
They were like, we are definitely going to fit 10 rank events into 3.
Damn. Looks like I'm out of protein powder.
Right. Where is our SP restoring protein?
What else do I have? Ah, here. You can have these dumbbells.
But Akihiko, those can't restore SP.
Just a minute. I'll get them ready for you.
All right, well, whatever.
You could change the weight on these ones to match whatever your muscle strength is. In your case, I'd start with 8 kilos. No, actually, I think you can handle 10.
Okay, hold on.
You could also use a machine, but you gotta do some resistance training with free weights too.
Well, I quietly acknowledged Akihiko's determination, then returned to my room. He gave us 3 additional SP, not too bad. So, just this episode, our SP count has gone up by 8, which isn't much, but every little bit does help.
Yes? Who is it?
Oh.
It's me.
And of course, so because of my headphones, I can't hear when people are speaking through doors, but she definitely said, it's me.
Huh? Oh, come in. You don't stop by very often, Senpai.
Which she should. They're such friendly friends now.
Is something wrong?
No, not particularly. Is this a bad time?
Yeah, she just wanted to see her bestie.
Aw, are you feeling lonely?
Hey, are you teasing me?
Nah, I'd never.
Sure.
See, oh my gosh. This is, like, their friendship is so special. Actually, it used to be like this, actually. Because you have Yukari and Mitsuru in this game. Then you have Maya and Ulala in the previous game, and Maya and Yukino. And then in the game before that, you've got Yukino and Miss Sayako. And you've also, you've got Yuki and Miss Sayako, and then you've got Maki and Chisato. I forgot her name for a second. But then going forward, nobody can be friends. Nobody can do anything without you being there and pushing them along. You become the center of everybody's world. It might have contributed to the popularity of it, but it does make these characters feel a little more real than the ones in the newer games.
I wonder what this Nyx is like. Do you think it's inside Tartarus?
You know, that's a very interesting thing to wonder about. Like, seeing maybe the tower would turn into Nyx itself.
I have no idea.
Or maybe it would spring out from the heads of the lost.
Oh, by the way, I've made my decision. I want to fight to the end. It's better than doing nothing. That's why you're here, right, Senpai?
To come to their determination together.
You got me.
Yeah, you're pretty easy to read.
I've made my decision as well. The Kirijo group is slowly regaining its footing. After I graduate, the plan is for me to eventually take over as leader.
Yep. Which, again, is crazy because she's not going to go to college, which would be unthinkable if she were American. She would at the very least need her bachelor's.
Turning back was never really an option for me.
But what if you die?
If we can defeat Nyx and I die in the process, then the company will continue on without me.
Which is wild. Mitsuru was so cool.
And I'm confident they'd carry on my wishes.
But from what we've heard, Nyx can't be defeated. Though I kinda wonder about that.
I mean, what's the alternative? For Yukari to walk in knowing that she can't win? Holding on to a sliver of hope is the most optimistic thing she can do.
We've got someone on our team who seems pretty unkillable too.
Is she talking about us? Except we go to school and study and eat. I feel like we seem a lot less unkillable than Nyx.
That's true. And he's an exceptional persona user, even if death was empowering him from within.
How much do you want to bet that there are no, well, okay, we'll see. Now, because now I'm thinking of something.
He's an interesting guy, huh?
He certainly is.
And I was just praising this for not being totally protagonist-centered, so don't I look foolish?
You know, if things don't work out, I think I'll still be okay as long as I'm with everyone.
Yeah. If you gotta die anyways, dying beside your friends is better than dying alone.
Honestly, I don't think it matters if we live or die. All that really matters is that we're proud of how we lived. And I know I'd be proud if we decided to fight Nyx.
And it's so funny because the Persona Q games are canon, and at this point in time, both of them have already happened.
Is this about honoring your father's legacy?
Yeah, that's part of it. But mostly, it's about me and how I feel.
Basically, these two have already had 2 resets on their relationship, but with the side games. They don't ultimately matter, but it's still funny.
I understand.
Senpai, a while back, you asked me to face what comes next with you.
And Dancing in Moonlight has happened as well, though from what I understand, there's a lot less interpersonal progression in that game. But those have also still happened, and they've forgotten that too.
You didn't forget, did you?
I could never forget. We'll fight together, Yukari.
To the friggin' end.
Good.
Alright, well. That works out perfectly for us. There's no school today. And so Tonica, he had that victory headband, not too shabby, pink duffel. Lux Shiruko can, 3 of them. So I'm like, this is going to be excellent. The stuff! I completely forgot about the rooftop! Oh no! 3 golden tomatoes. So these... Oh man. Restores 100 HP and 30 SP to 1 ally. So these are amazing. God dang it. But, oh well. If I, well, the good news is, if we don't max out on the thing, I'm gonna be resetting anyways. So... Alright. And that's where nobody ever hangs out at. Hey, the guys!
By the way,
Those Strega dumbasses haven't made a move yet, huh? They better hurry up and show their faces. I don't know what they're up to, but I'm gonna crush them either way.
Yeah.
I'm with you there. I'm not gonna let them get away after what they did to Shinji and Chidori. Looks like Koromaru's on board too, aren't you, bud?
Hey there.
I wonder what Mochizuki is doing right now. Maybe he's cursing fate. Why does he even care about life on Earth? I don't really want to think about it. No matter what we do, we can't stop it from happening. It's just not fair. I wish I could just forget about it too. But the promised day will eventually come. There's no escaping it. Man, and we're gonna meet it head on. We've got to.
By the way,
Oh, it's almost Christmas. Did she put up, because she puts up a tree. Shirotsky-kun, what do you think the real meaning of Christmas is? Consumerism. Let's not be so cynical. Joy to the world.
yes,
That's what I think too. I believe that the Christmas spirit should put a smile on everyone's faces. So let's be happy too. Yeah, in Fest she puts a little Christmas tree right here. Aww.
By the way,
It's almost Christmas, isn't it? It's like I was sleepwalking. With so much going on, I almost forgot all about Christmas. And that's... everybody else is gone? Alright. And we won't be doing that ourselves. Since nobody wants to hang out, let's put some time and effort into Mitsuru. You're here? Hello. Okay, so I actually ended up picking Fuka. Tanaka's not here. That's fine.
Yeah.
It's not like me to just give up. No matter what the outcome is, I want to know that I fought for my future. That's what I've decided.
I suppose.
I have no choice but to go on. The answer was right in front of me the entire time.
Yes.
If I don't make it, then someone else will have to take over the company. Although I have every intention of returning. Yes, they're like, F all that, we're gonna fight fate. But I'm gonna buy more of those dating passes. Definitely should have been doing this long before now. Veggie Farmer Sim. It looks like a game that simulates raising crops. Plants don't need love, they need appropriate amounts of nutrients and water. A knowledgeable seeming dwarf is giving a lecture on agriculture. I should follow their instructions and adjust the water and fertilizer. I wonder how soon we can get this. I was able to produce a bountiful harvest. I feel like I learned something tangible about growing vegetables. The amount of crops you can harvest from the rooftop planters has increased. Yeah, we don't have, like, the next yield is going to be in January, so even though we might only be able to make use of this a couple more times, it's still better than nothing. All right, moment of truth. Because either we got it or we didn't. Yeah, the exam results are up. Maxed out? I'm in the top 10. No! All right. Hold on. Come to think of it, if I scored well, no, I need to score top 10, or I need to score max. I need to be top in the class. There is no other option.
All right, class is starting.
We're a little ahead of schedule, so let's do some review. When you see electromagnetism, Lorentz force and Fleming's left-hand rule should come to mind right away. I won't give partial credit if you write right-hand rule. Got it? Okay, moving on. Nope, let's stay awake. We need all the information we can get. Sorry, what was that again? The law of happiness without hard work. Do you really think I'll give you credit for calling some goofy wish a law? I'm clearing the blackboard now. Hurry up and write. We effed it up. Alright, that's fine. We'll get this set though. And I'm gonna definitely be doing that veggie sim. Okay, so hold on. Let's rewind the clock a second. So it turns out that Mitsuru is actually available on 12/7, and I didn't realize, so we skipped a day for no reason when we didn't have to. And as you can see,
it's so simple. You just purchase a ticket at the window and then walk in to enjoy a film.
we are now basically way ahead on her S-Link, so there might be a bit of a Mitsuru intermission on our way back up to maxing out the test.
This may sound silly to you, but I've always wanted to try the whole theater experience.
But still, this is very interesting because it's like you're telling me Mitsuru has never gone to see a movie. I'm sure she probably has a home. Actually, no. She definitely has a home theater. In her, I haven't watched them in Reload, but I did watch it in Fez, and you can see she's got a pretty nice home theater set up even in her dorm room, so she's never needed to come here. And this was way before streaming services, but I'm sure Mitsuru doesn't care about like the latest releases and everything like that. She probably just watches old French films or something.
Even though we sat at the end of the aisle, I didn't feel that my view was compromised in the least. It seems a lot of thought goes into the design and construction of a movie theater.
Oh yeah, I can't leave anybody feeling too left out. Glad you enjoyed it.
It's thanks to you. I've never felt comfortable enough to come here alone. I'm sure most people don't consider this to be such a big deal. I imagine someone like Yukari would have no reservations seeing a movie by herself.
Actually, a lot of people feel really strange about seeing movies by themselves. It's not an issue I've ever understood or related to. I'll go see a movie by myself in a friggin' heartbeat. But a lot of people are like that.
She's likely more suited to riding a motorcycle than I am as well.
You know, the only thing holding Yukari back from being an absolute biking queen is the fact that she might look a little too unfeminine doing it. I don't know, Yukari might not feel like that sort of thing suits her, but I agree with Mitsuru. She'd probably be really good at it. You're not suited?
I don't quite mean to say that. It's just that my time available for riding is limited. Lately, I find myself dreaming about driving to some far-off destination without telling a soul.
There it is. Yeah, just having a nice little adventure.
Well, fantasizing can be fun in its own way.
Let's go for a ride.
Together? Just the two of us? Can you ride one on your own? Or do you plan to cling on behind me?
Well, Mitsuru probably got her license when she was our age, so...
Whichever it is, you've got your work cut out for you. In any case, you have my thanks. I'm feeling a lot better now.
Mitsuru is expressing her appreciation. And this is rank 5. And I haven't even had to use a dating site thing on her. But mostly because we'd already...
I have to wonder.
We'd already screwed up in the previous ones, so I knew what not to pick. So it is kind of cheating, but I do want to ace that test.
When my parents went through stressful times, maybe they had moments like this too. Sorry, I know this isn't the proper place to stand around chatting. But if it's all right with you, why don't we stay here a bit longer before heading back?
But of course, we can check out what that drink spot that we can't actually interact with during a normal game actually does. So what does that say? That says Winter Peace. That's the snowman thing behind it. That's what that says. And the eyes thing. Subete knows something, but I can only read that part because I don't know very many kanji. Man, we're flying through Mitsuru's thing now. Amazing what getting everything right can do. But of course, we're in uncharted territory now.
Sorry to drag you along on this personal venture.
Or maybe not too uncharted, because obviously this is the first time I've done her S-Link. But Reload may throw us a curveball or two. Looking for something specific?
No, not exactly, but thank you. Looking through the literature section made me realize something. There are so many books about romance, but far fewer on the domestic life that comes after it.
And she's not wrong.
I wonder if that means the most exciting time in one's life comes prior to the wedding.
Maybe that's just the only part people want to see.
Does everyone go into marriage with the expectation of losing something? The truth is, the group is in turmoil over the inheritance issue.
Why? I hear that in Japan, no matter what, you can't somebody's last name is changing. There's no keeping both parties keeping their last names after marriage, and whoever's got the more prestigious family is the one who changed their name. So like the guy who married into the Nintendo family, he changed his last name to match theirs, and he's the one who also took over the company, which seems very weird to me, but you know, whatever.
And some of the older members are of the opinion that a student like me isn't up to the task.
Which, I mean, that's fair, isn't it?
But I'm the daughter of the head of the group. I need to show that I can take the lead, even if I have to make sacrifices to do it.
What kind of sacrifices are we talking about? Did something happen?
Fiancé has been chosen for me.
Well,
He's the new president of one of our affiliates, and he's much older than me. But if I agree to the marriage, the future of the company will be secured. He's planning to announce the partnership and our engagement at the same time.
And so I guess Mitsuru was hopeful that because the same thing would have happened to Takeharu. He probably would have been around Mitsuru's age when he found out the wife he was going to get married to, and that worked out for them.
Doing so will give the appearance that the company is stable both inside and out. This is the best solution for everyone involved.
Is it really?
This was decided a long time ago. It's just going to take place a bit sooner than originally planned, that's all. This is for the best.
Are you sure? You don't sound convinced.
My mother and father walked the same path.
Right, and luckily it worked out for them, clearly.
So, I won't run from my fate.
I'll do something, Art. That's admirable.
I'm glad to hear that you agree. Yes. No matter what happens, I can't turn my back on the Kirijo name.
Well, we're gonna be using one of those dating site passes. Mitsuru looks conflicted. Rank 6.
Say, recently I've been feeling a little hesitant about meeting up with you like this.
Going to the library? What's there to be hesitant about?
I already made the decision to carry out my duty. But whenever I talk with you, my resolve begins to falter. Why do I feel this way when I'm with you?
Why indeed?
I think it would be best if we left off here for today. Sorry to do this after inviting you out here, but I need to head home and go over some paperwork on the partnership.
She's so busy.
Excuse me.
But, alright, well, clearly she can handle it all. But yes, we definitely did not do as good as we could have. Moment of truth, but of course this time we aced it. It was actually the other options. It was the number 0, which I don't know. I'm fairly certain that the number 0 was invented. I don't know why I've got an Arabic association with it. But the other thing was Maltose, because Maltese and Galactose are obviously fake things, so. And we're also, as you saw, 2 social link ranks forward with Mitsuru, considering I didn't skip a day for no reason. Oh my gosh, that was bad. But it's all good. We can go ahead, get our goodies from Mitsuru, and then hopefully chat her up. So she is here, and she does want to hang out, but... Oh, Shirotsky. I saw your exam results. Good work. It's admirable how you continue to excel in school while fighting arduous battle after battle.
Excellent.
Master Incense. Phoenix Charm. This probably restores you to full HP after death. If I know anything about my phoenixes, and I feel that I do. Enduring Soul, a charm that restores all HP upon death once per battle. I don't like things like that because after you, like, for example, the Mega Master Band, at every single point in the battle, that's doing something for you. But for things like this, after you die once, you basically don't have anything equipped in that slot, so that sort of thing isn't my preferred item.
I think I've acquired a taste for fast food.
They got their hooks into you quick.
Just the other day, I had the urge to ride my motorcycle out at night to buy some.
I know that feeling all too well.
It's your fault that I'm having these temptations now, you know.
Hey, had to get you indoctrinated some kind of way.
Do you remember when I told you I was hesitant to meet up with you like this?
Yeah, but you had no reason to be that way.
I'd like it if you could forget I ever said that.
Okay, yeah.
We both sleep under the same roof. There's no point in stressing over it.
She's not wrong.
And besides, I just need to steel my resolve.
I mean, you obviously don't want to do this.
Say, just one favor to ask. Could you continue to show me new places like this? Just until graduation.
We got you!
I'd like to see more of this world that I've been so blind to. Or is that too selfish a request?
What? I don't mind at all.
Thank you. Let's make some wonderful memories with what little time we have left.
Yes, exactly.
You've taught me so many new things. Whether you're taking command in battle or just talking with me like this. As long as I have these memories of you, I'll be alright.
Yes, Kimi ni Kyoku, hey!
Or so I hope.
I can sense Mitsuru's resolve. And it's crazy how we've blown past Fuuka and, but Fuuka and Yukari there were a lot more people
Now then, the day is still young.
competing for our social link slots when we were deep in it with them. Mitsuru was the only person who wanted to hang out while everybody else was mulling over their impending dooms.
You promised me your time. I'd like you to make good on that now.
Jeez, already? Alright, cool. Evening time. And now, please, Tonica, be available. I want to be able to do something tonight.
Oh, welcome back.
Today is December 21st. Just 10 days until New Year's Eve. But for some reason, I'm actually not scared at all. Well, maybe I shouldn't say at all, but I think I'm okay now.
Hey,
I'm gonna fight. Whether we'd win or lose, I don't know. But I want to know that I did everything I could. Right. No. Let's chat it out. The exam results are out, so that's one less thing for us to worry about. Now, what should I do for Christmas?
Yeah.
Oh, I was just thinking about something. Now that our exams are done, I can't stop thinking about the decision we have to make. This is even harder than studying for exams. Don't worry, it'll be all good. Christmas is almost here! You excited for it? Of course. What are you getting us, Junpei? Cool. Let's enjoy Christmas. And I assume Mitsuru's not available tonight, but since we don't have anything else to do, we can work our part-time job and get paid more than usual today. We don't need the money, but... And there it is. The last batch of people to be lost in Horrible Block. Whoa, it's... Okay, we got 3 rescuees. It's all good. Or future rescuees. We haven't actually rescued them yet.
Well then.
It's chilly today. Ata Gibor Leolam Adonai. Miss Onishi left early today, so I'll be filling in for her. I think today we'll learn about near-death experiences. There's no real reason for it. They've just been on my mind lately. Now, a near-death experience is defined as something an individual undergoes just before death. Is it true insight into the afterlife or simply a trick of the brain? It's that second thing. Opinions vary, but it is certainly true that near-death experiences have been a hotly debated topic for some time. There are actually a few surviving records of ancient near-death experiences. According to the writings of Plato, a resuscitated soldier experienced the afterlife as a spirit. A similar incident was reported in Japan by ethnologist Kunione Nagita in the Tono Monogatari. Psychologist Carl Jung wrote that, in his own near-death experience, he saw a vision of the world from afar. I'm sure you've heard your own stories, whether by famous or ordinary individuals. I have a few first-hand reports with me today. Let me read you some of them. I felt as if my soul was detached from my body. I met a friend who had already passed away. I saw my whole life flashing before my eyes. I saw the most brilliant light. I was bathed in pure light. My body was brimming with happiness. This feeling of pure joy is also known as euphoria. At any rate, these kinds of reports are typical for the experience. Some people have actually attempted to make direct recordings of near-death experiences. Researcher Kenneth Ring has tried to quantify near-death experiences with a weighted core experience index. Modern efforts have led to a new theory of near-death experiences, which goes like so. If an individual is dying, it denies that fact. They'll eventually come to realize that death is a reality they must accept, and become upset. Okay, I have never heard him say this. This is a brand new monologue, and I feel like it was inserted rather than them changing what Mr. Edogawa said in Fez. I think this was inserted specifically for Reload because none of this sounds familiar at all. As a result, they'll try to do anything they can to extend their life. But the futility of this leads to depression. In the end, they accept their fate. So the weighted core index sounds a lot like the 5 stages of grief. Although we may initially deny death, we'll accept it in the end. That's just how we humans are. Because what alternative do you have? Is everyone listening? It's not every day that you hear a lesson like this. How about a test to see if you were paying attention? Get it wrong and your memories of life at school will disappear. Atah Gibor Le'olam Adonai. Man, Mr. Edogawa is keyed in. What do we call the feeling of joy that comes from a near-death experience? Euphoria. I'd be able to guess that even if I hadn't been paying attention. Good work. That is correct. You'll have a happy school life. Some people say a near-death experience awakens one's higher consciousness. Whether or not that's true, there is an observably lower fear of death found in those who have endured one. Perhaps this is because near-death experiences are surprisingly free of pain and suffering. But this is not to say I'd want any of you to seek one out. Use the time you have here wisely, okay? Well, that's all for today. Class is dismissed. Yes, we got it right. And we had a particularly poignant session here. Very intriguing, but he is always on point. He's got like a real Sixth Sense sort of thing going on. All right, another movie. Let's get it. Yeah, let's meet up with Mitsuru. First, final exams, I scored the highest in my grade. Look at the second year's results, which we just saw. Whose name should I... So this is brand new. You, maybe. I'm gonna say, even without looking it up, that this is completely brand new. I've never done this before, if it's possible in Fez, and it's definitely been possible earlier in this game, but I never knew that. I just did not take the test. Fuka did well. Junpei's score is average. So Junpei's a better student than he lets on. Yukari scored above average. And so in that case... And let's look for the third year's results. Akihiko's score is very high. So I guess equivalently, and let's Mitsuru, who obviously... Mitsuru scored the highest. So, at number 1, Mitsuru and I are tied. She got the highest score. She got the highest score among the third years. We got the highest score among the second years. And then next is Akihiko. He scored, comparatively speaking, out of C's, he scored the next highest. Then after that is going to be Fuka. Then it's Yukari. Then it's Junpei. So let's go ahead and let's go somewhere. Yeah. Never mind. Let's get going. Rank 8 time. I think we're going to go to the island station. If I recall, yes. Okay. Framed little.
I'd been interested in seeing that film for a while now. It was a fascinating watch.
It's framed a little differently than I remember it being in Fez, but that's fine.
While the road trip plot was nothing out of the ordinary, the way the characters expressed their emotions was masterful. When the main character left everything behind to go on a journey, that really struck a chord with me.
Did it make you feel like you want to do that too? Mitsuru's got wanderlust bad.
And then in the final scene, he decided to return to his normal life. I wonder if he was happy with that decision.
We'll never know.
Say, have you ever thought of running away to a place like that?
Yeah, sure, why not?
Somewhere far away where no one knows who you are?
Yes.
I see. So you feel that way too sometimes. I'm not saying I wish to leave everything behind.
It would just be nice to not have to be Mitsuru Kirijo for a while.
It's just that every now and then, the things that matter are the very things that hold you back. The future of the company, the weight of my responsibilities. Sometimes I even wish that I wasn't shackled by the Kirijo family name.
I wonder if Nanjo ever felt this way. Probably not, especially not after what happens to Yamaoka. Well, that happens at like, oh my gosh, you've been playing the game for less than 30 minutes when that occurs, so I guess it's not super spoilery, but still.
I know. I understand that I can't afford to think this way. Listen to me complaining like this. How pathetic. Talking to you has become something of an outlet for me. I'm sure you're sick of it by now.
Never. Vent all you want.
That's very kind of you. The offer is quite tempting. I hope you know what you're getting into.
Mitsuru seems to trust me. Yeah, we've been blazing through hers. Rank 8 already.
While we're on the topic, there's something I'd like to ask you. Hypothetically, let's say that I was interested in someone right now.
You don't say.
I knew I could never be with him, but even so, I couldn't help but harbor these feelings.
Interesting.
Would that be wrong? Keep in mind, this is a what-if scenario.
It's not meant to be. That's up to you.
Up to me?
Yeah, Mitsuru, if you want something, you gotta reach out and take it.
There you are.
All right, bring it on.
Hey, Mitsuru.
They did it.
I've been looking all over for you. So this is where you've been.
Yes, I figured. He's just a recolor of Haru's fiance, which is funny.
Come on, let's go.
He sounds like Machias.
What? Wait a minute. I didn't make any plans with you for today.
What does it matter? I managed to secure an opening in my schedule tonight. I'm a very busy man, you know. As a simple student, you're just going to have to work around it.
Now hold on, Mitsuru's got a lot on her friggin' plate.
I can't. I've already made plans.
Do you know how long I spent looking for you?
Well, whose fault is that? Why couldn't you just call her?
Don't tell me you have something more important to do than spend time with me. Why the long face? You're supposed to be my fiancé, you know.
Right, but that doesn't mean she's at your beck and call.
Honestly, I thought you understood our arrangement.
There is no way this guy's family is that important to the Kirijos.
If you're going to be my future wife, you'll need to learn some obedience.
Nah, that's crazy.
Why must you and your family always be so difficult?
What an insane thing to say to someone whose father just died.
Well, at least your father's not around anymore, so that's something of a relief.
What an even more insane thing to say to someone whose father just died.
I imagine you feel the same.
Why would you? Who is this guy?
How dare you say that?
There we go. Mitsuru didn't need no input, no rescuing from us. She's like, F off, dude. Don't insult her father.
Thank you.
Who the hell are you?
I mean, who the heck are you?
This is none of your business. Get lost. Come on, Mitsuru. You know how this works. Corporate management is not child's play. No matter how smart you are, you're still going to need my knowledge and experience.
Are you sure about that?
And the Kirijo group still needs the cooperation of my company. Doesn't it?
He's trying to use leverage to force her to obey? Nah, this is... Okay, well, this is not going to be anything like how it was with Takaharu. I can say that with fair certainty.
Yes.
Good girl, Mitsuru. I knew you would listen to reason.
This is so wild.
Now, let's go. I've made reservations for us at a luxurious restaurant.
All right. I wish you hadn't seen that.
It was a lot. I very much empathize with Mitsuru right now. That's very embarrassing for a lot of reasons.
Thank you for today. It was quite fun. I'm sorry. Really. Please excuse me.
Don't give in.
It's all right. I appreciate the sentiment, though.
Come on, Mitsuru, hurry up.
This friggin' guy.
By the way, you.
He probably calls us something way ruder in Japanese, but...
Who do you think you are, worming your way into her favor?
What? Come on, dude. We're classmates, or schoolmates, rather.
You ought to know your place in society.
That's crazy. Hold on.
A commoner like you isn't even fit to breathe the same air.
How rich do you have to be to get like this?
Don't you understand? You're just a nuisance. Unbelievable. There's a world of difference between you and us. Mitsuru, take care not to associate with his kind anymore.
Oh my gosh. Pump the brakes, Malfoy. Jeez.
Enough.
Mitsuru?
Because it's like, of course he's insulting us, but he's insulting everybody in the dorm because Mitsuru is the only person who's born into the lap of luxury. He's basically calling all of us dirty rats.
I said that's enough. I won't let you insult him.
What? Why are you getting so angry?
And he really doesn't understand. That's the crazy part.
This is someone I have a great deal of respect for. If you insult him, you insult me.
Like, we've literally saved each other's lives multiple times.
Mitsuru? What are you saying? You would side with him over me?
And isn't it crazy? Mitsuru was gonna go. Mitsuru was actually going to leave with him. All he had to do was not take a stab at us.
You said there was a world of difference between you and him. Well, you're right. You can't compare to him at all. He stands on his own 2 feet, challenging fate with his own strength of will. Seeing his outlook on life has inspired and influenced me countless times.
Dang, they put her Resolute portrait in for this.
I want to be with him.
All right.
Now and forever.
Jeez, that's what I was talking about. You want something, you gotta reach out and take it.
You want to be with him? Now and forever? What are you trying to say?
She literally just proposed to us.
supposed to be my fiancé. Are you implying I'm beneath this nobody? Take that back this instant, Mitsuru! It's not too late to ask for forgiveness. Think about the future of your company.
Kirijo will be fine without you.
I will not apologize. I want to be with him. You're not the one supporting me in my time of need. The group will do just fine on its own. We don't need help from a weasel like you.
God dang. Got him.
As of today, we'll have nothing to do with each other. And if you dare to attempt some petty retaliation, then next time you'll have the full might of the group to contend with.
All right. There we go. Who's got the leverage now?
Get out of here, you Philistine! I don't want to see your face ever again!
Grandpa! Grandpa!
This guy. Yeah, that was a lot. Oh, okay, but I do understand that. Oh my gosh, it's a lot. It's a lot. But it's all good. I wonder, will she still be down here? I wonder if this is going to change what she says. Probably not, but pink duffel coat.
Welcome back.
No, okay, so she's had some time to calm down, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the only thing about the social links. They can't go too crazy with it.
Hey!
Yukari might gain a new ability soon. Alright, we will do that, but after I check everything out. Equip. So this is giving her Invigorate 1. Plus 100 HP. Yeah. Because right now, Yukari is in dire straits. High electricity evasion. But it doesn't really matter if she's getting one and done by everything. Alright, well, looks like we might just have to take this one on the chin. But that additional 100, yeah, that's fine. It's it's beyond outmoded at this point.
Really?
Oh, there's no school tomorrow, huh? I'm not really doing anything. What about you? I have plans.
Nice one.
Oh, yeah? Well, we don't get many days off, so spend them wisely. And I do want to garden a bit.
Say,
Fuka might gain... Okay, so both of them are gaining new abilities. Let's do it. Alright, Fuka. I'm interested how hers...
this looks good.
How hers is gonna work. And it's kind of funny that Yukari, even though, she's our first party member, but she's gonna get all her stuff last.
Just to be safe, we should adjust the amount of fertilizer and make sure they get enough sun. They look like they're growing fine now. What a relief.
It's all thanks to you, Fuka.
Oh, I only lent a helping hand. I'm sure tending them is important. But it's all thanks to the plants themselves for being so strong. You know, after I treated the plants when they were sick, I kept coming back here to check on them.
Golden, because we certainly were just leaving them to the elements.
I noticed that the spots where we had cut off the leaves were already sprouting new ones. And in just a little while, they were healthy and green all over again.
Nature is nothing if not resilient. What is it? It would take what is it? 1,000 years for everything humanity had ever built to be reclaimed by the earth?
actually quite amazing. It didn't matter that they had been weakened or had damaged parts. Just giving them a little support was enough for them to show how strong they really are.
We can learn from this.
Yes, it really gave me hope. I think in a lot of ways, we're just like them.
So you can get social link points from this as well?
I'm not sure how to say it, but I hope I can be as resilient as these plants are.
Fuka is looking tenderly at the plants we've grown together. Weakness Mitigator greatly reduces damage taken when an ally's weakness is struck. Well,
I think I'll check on the plants one more time, just to show my appreciation.
I do believe we just solved the issue of the Eye of Thunder.
Maybe if I keep thanking them, they'll grow even healthier.
Yeah, the enemies will still get 1 mores, but overall we'll be taking less damage now.
Alright, that should do it. Shall we head back down?
I say we do. So I'm gonna go ahead and then put the felt doll on Yukari. We'll have her drop the Eye of Thunder.
I thought you were gonna go visit your mother's grave.
Sanada-san.
You sure this is where you want to be?
These two find themselves here a lot.
Well, I was planning on visiting her. But when I thought about what I was gonna say to her, it just didn't feel right. I've still got unfinished business to take care of first.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I don't have anything to tell Shinji right now.
All right, they're too resolute.
I've got my own stuff to deal with.
An unbeatable enemy, huh? I wonder what it's like.
Hey, depending on what you guys decide, we might find out.
Beats me. That doesn't matter, though. I've already made up my mind. I don't care what I'm up against. I'm gonna look it straight in the eyes.
Straight in the eyes. I like the sound of that. You can count me in, too.
All right.
There we go. They know what they're about. And they're about taking on Nyx. Today is the Emperor's birthday. There's no school. Wakatsu. They'll be alright. And if we don't have anything, I'm not sure what we're going to be doing today. The old couple is available, as they usually are. You can always go there.
Let's see.
Don't think of this as our last Christmas. Simply think of it as this year's Christmas. And enjoy it. There are 8 more days until New Year's Eve. Shirotsky-san, do you know what you'll decide yet?
Well,
I'm going to fight. I was thinking about it a lot, but then I realized there wasn't much to think about. I mean, I can't tell my mom and Aragaki-san that we failed, so that's that. That's what we like to hear, Ken. That is what we like to hear.
By the way,
The other day, I was flipping through a magazine when I saw this poll. It was about how much money people want their partners to spend on their Christmas presents. I'm usually interested in that kind of thing, but not right now.
okay.
I guess stuff like money and presents doesn't feel like it matters a whole lot anymore, huh? And Akihiko, who's already good to go. It's comforting knowing that there's someone watching over me. So I can't give up. I'll do whatever it takes to get as far as I can.
Hey,
And yeah, any more new skills? Nah, you're all good. You're fine, guy. Now, the funny thing is, we literally just barely made the cutoff with this. Today is December 24th, Christmas Eve, an important day in Europe and America. Although unlike in Japan, December 25th, Christmas Day, is even more important. do you all know why we celebrate the holiday in the first place? Globalization. In Japan, Christmas Eve is just a day for couples to spend time together and give gifts. Nope, we're staying up. We want to hear this.
So that's why.
And then, beneath the largest, most beautiful fir, we made a vow to love each other unconditionally forever and ever. The twinkling lights from the trees danced upon our faces as we gazed into each other's eyes. So romantic! Well, okay, so she lost the plot, but it's all good. But yes, we just barely made it to the rank, because otherwise we'd have had to spend it with the boys. Class has ended for today. Or... what? Hold on. Yeah, we've got a few options. Wait, what? Okay. Not sure what's going on with that. So, instead of... well, actually, because Keisuke is at rank 4 or something, and Yukari is only rank 2. So we're gonna go with Keisuke. Alright, yeah, let's spend time at the art club. It'll probably be tonight then, I guess. Everyone's eyes are locked on their canvases.
Everyone, attention please. It seems the painting Hiraga-kun submitted to the contest really caught the eyes of the judges.
Good stuff! Congrats, Keisuke!
And while it's highly unusual, they're going to reserve an award spot just for you, Hiraga-kun.
Oh, that is really weird. It must have been really good then.
Huh? I don't think I understand. What does that mean?
It means you're guaranteed an award. At best, you'll receive first place. At worst, an honorable mention.
It was that good, huh?
The judges were impressed with your shading techniques and said you crafted a masterwork of realism. Congratulations, Hiraga-kun.
Hey, way to go!
Yeah, dude, that's awesome.
This is the art club's first real achievement.
Dang, I hope she doesn't mean in the history of GeckoCon, because that would be pathetic.
Wait, then that means...
You should tell your dad.
Yeah, that's right. He promised me. He said I could do whatever I want if I won. So this means I don't have to listen to him anymore, right?
There we go, you're finally free. And we're only at rank 5. That means nothing bad could ever happen.
We should all do something special to celebrate.
Yeah, that would be fun.
Thanks, everybody. Especially you. I'm sorry if I made you worry.
Oh, now, we always knew you had it on lock.
Let's go. You're celebrating with us, right?
Hiraga expressed deep gratitude to me. Easy peasy.
I don't mean to interrupt the fun, but Hiraga-kun, I'd like to fill you in on a few details. But don't worry, it shouldn't take long. The rest of you can wait outside the faculty office if you'd like.
Yeah, let's go ahead and make sure we keep, let's keep this party going. And so... oh, I can hear this! Because my headphones sometimes F up on when they're speaking through doors.
One of the judges saw a lot of potential in you as an artist and had an offer for you. If you're interested, they'd be willing to help arrange for you to study abroad. How does that sound?
It sounds amazing!
Study abroad? Me? As an artist?
Wow! As in overseas? Hiraga-senpai's amazing!
He really is.
Hey, are you guys from the art club?
Wait, what's wrong?
Have you seen Hiraga?
He's in the faculty office now for...
Hiraga! I've been looking everywhere for you.
But why? What's wrong?
Mikarin just fainted. Come quick.
Who is that?
Huh? Oh, okay, got it. I'll be right there. I'm very sorry, but I'll need some time to think about this.
Dang, dude.
He says he doesn't want to be a doctor.
But he's living in an episode of like House or something. Every time anything happens to this dude, somebody is keeling over somewhere.
But he just can't ignore people in need. That's how he is. A doctor's son with such an eye for art.
I never thought I'd be so jealous of a student.
Yeah, Keisuke's got a lot going for him.
I don't think anyone's in the mood to celebrate now.
Right.
I'll let everyone know what happened. You can head out now if you'd like.
And small wonder nobody wants to get Edogawa and his concoctions involved. I said goodbye to Fuka and went back to the dorm. Well, there's no way I flubbed this. Come to think of it, okay, the taiyaki is chilled. Wait, what? I guess I didn't get anything for Christmas Eve. Interesting. There's a card tucked underneath it. Dear Shirotsky-san, Merry Christmas from Amada. If you'd like, please take some of this chocolate too. Someone from the shrine gave these to Koromaru, but since dogs can't eat chocolate, it seems like Koromaru wanted you to have them, so here you go. What? I took one for myself too. I'll gladly accept it. Yabak chocolate and chilled taiyaki. That's it? That's the only thing we get? That's the most consolation-iest consolation prize in the whole friggin' thing.
Let me think.
It's going to be winter vacation soon. Have you decided what you're going to tell him yet? Wait, don't tell me now. I want to hear it when the day comes. He wants to live in suspense? Hey man, looks like it's gonna be a lonely Christmas for both of us. So we should let loose and go wild tonight. You want to hit the town, just the two of us? That's not a bad idea. I was just kidding, dude. Don't think too hard on it.
Why?
I wonder why people are so desperate to spend this day with their partners. Christmas can be fun even if you're alone. Man, I feel so friggin' cheated right now. Whether or not this will be our last Christmas. Oh, I probably shouldn't think that way. Anyway, Christmas only ever comes once a year, so let's enjoy it. Mitsuru, what happened?
Let's see.
Alright, well, whatever. Alright, well, Christmas Eve was a complete bust, but... Alright, Fuka. We gotta check to make sure. Okay, so Mitsuru is not available. In which case, it's Fuka time. Yeah, let's meet with Fuka. Go ahead and see what she's chatting about these days. Yeah, and we've got Hypixie to make sure that we can get the most out of this. So, how have you improved?
So, there's actually something I want you to try. And this time, it isn't just for a taste test.
She wants us to eat the whole thing.
I think you'll actually be able to eat it. Wait, maybe I said the same thing last time.
That's okay, you sound more confident this time.
Well, now I mean it.
Fuka presents me with a bento box. There's rice balls wrapped in seaweed inside, so she went as basic as she possibly could get. They smell good. I decided to try one. It's edible, at least. The rice tastes good, and it has just the right amount of seasoning. In fact, I'd go so far as to say it's delicious.
Well, how is it?
Perfect. And you did a great job.
Really? I'm so glad to hear that. Thank you. You know how I said I was having trouble with cooking? Well, I decided to try and find a recipe that even I couldn't mess up.
Hey, everybody's got to start somewhere. Can't fault her for that.
And after a lot of consideration, I thought maybe making rice balls is something I could handle. But then I got really absorbed in how simple they are to make, yet still so hard to master. I made some rice balls today in home economics class too.
Okay, so she's been practicing this all day.
I know it's a little silly to make something so basic in high school, but it was all I could manage.
Not even. There are people who are twice your age who couldn't manage that, so it's all fine.
But then, everyone in the class told me they were really good though.
All right. Didn't have to get Keisuke on the case.
Anyways, I've been really looking forward to have you try one. I wanted you to see how much progress I've made. Because I don't think I could have made it this far without you.
Oh, Fuka. I'm glad I could help.
Thanks. I know I've said this before, but when I'm with you and the rest of the team, I'm able to see things more positively.
Excellent. Having good company gives you a good presence of mind.
And I think the most important thing is the feeling of wanting to make others happy. That might be the reason why I made such good rice balls. Because I was thinking about who was going to eat them.
Can you, I think I get it.
They say love is the most flavorful spice. And it turns out it was true. I just wanted to say thank you so much. Really.
Of course. What's a few biohazards between friends? Fuka seems to really appreciate me. And we're rank 4 or 5 at this point with her. I think rank 4. 5. Okay, yeah.
So it turns out there's actually a trick to making good rice balls. The first thing to note is while you're washing the rice...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I've made rice before, but making it with a rice cooker versus doing it on like a stovetop, world of difference. My rice always comes out way too glutinous. But that's because I'm not really diligent in rinsing it. I just throw it in there. I mean, it's just me eating it, so it's not good.
I see you're back.
So today's December 25th. But all this talk about death and fate, what a depressing Christmas. Christmas will be better next year. That's right, I said it. Next year. We're not gonna let the world end. And that's word for word what he says in Fez. It's a very memorable line. There's only 1 week left. I'm sure this will be both the longest and shortest week of our lives. Oh, Ken. All right. I wonder how Ryoji-kun spent his Christmas. Did he try to chat up some girls and have fun? Or did he spend it alone crying like the last time we saw him? I bet he had fun. Yeah. I hope you're right. The last exams were freaking hard, weren't they? I bombed all of them. And not just me. All my friends were worried about it too. But this isn't true. We saw Junpei's score was average. It wasn't bad. But compared to everything that's going on, my bad grades don't seem all that important. Sure. Yeah, let's meet up with Ken. Oh, okay. Well, can't miss him here. Yeah, Let's spend spend the evening with him. And he wants to go to the roof. Does he want to train?
Sorry for making you come all the way up here.
What's all this? What's your request?
Well, would you have a practice match with me? Right here, right now.
He does want to train. Okay.
It's just, now we're going up against that thing that lived inside of you, right? I thought if we sparred, I could get an idea of how well I would do against it.
Alright, dude, but just know what you're asking for.
I trained in secret for a long time, so I could avenge my mom's death. That was the only time I could forget the pain. When I was alone, swinging my spear. But I've changed since then.
Now he fights with a purpose that he can throw himself behind even more without being suicidal.
I want to use this power to help me live my own life. I'd promised that I'd see this through to the end. I have to make good on that. Anyway, I want you to see me the way I am now, Senpai.
Alright, dude. We'll take your measure.
Of course, I don't want us to actually get hurt, so I'll be using this. And this one's for you.
Please go easy on me. So you got a foam bat.
Thank you for this. Now then, please, take this seriously. Otherwise, there's no point.
Right.
I never noticed you could see the stars so clearly up here.
Okay.
You were just as strong as I thought, Senpai.
It's very interesting they gave... Okay, because I guess now you can officially say there's a one-on-one fight in each game. In Persona 5, it's between Ren and Goro. In Persona 4, it's between you and Yosuke. And in Persona 3, it's between you and Ken for some reason. I like it, though.
I had no chance. At least, now I know where I stand compared to you.
Your Justice Party members are just more bloodthirsty than usual, I guess. Are you satisfied?
Yes, I gave it my all. Although, it is still frustrating to see such a difference in our skills.
Don't worry, Ken. You'll be sharper with it soon.
I don't know what decision you'll make in the end. But as long as there's time, I won't stop training. So would you mind if I challenged you again sometime?
Of course not. Anytime. Alright, you're 10 years too early.
You might be right. Either way, there's not much time left. I'll just have to cram 10 years worth of experience into my training. I really like it here. I've made so many memories since coming to this dorm. Both fun and difficult ones. But I feel like living means carrying it all with you and moving forward.
Ken's been through a lot for someone who's in 5th grade.
I used to think I didn't have a place to call home.
And now you have here with all of us.
But I realized that's not something you get from someone else. Home, my real home, is the place that helps me move forward. That's why I believe fighting to come back here is what Aragaki-san would have wanted. I've learned that everyone at the dorm has their own reasons for staying. And that means I need to do my best too.
All right, Ken, we like to hear it.
I never would have figured that out if I didn't have you all behind me.
Okay, it is really freaking cold up here. Let's get out of here, especially with him exerting himself like that.
I like being on the rooftop at night, but maybe it's too cold to be out here in December. Can we talk some more inside? I'd like to go over today's battle before I forget.
Okay, well, he wants to do a, what is it, I forget what it's called.
Oh, and while we're at it, you should say hi to Hamburger, too. Maybe it's because it's winter, but his fur's gotten so fluffy and cute.
Sure, let's go ahead and pay him a visit. A post-mortem? No, that's not it. Max SP up by 3. Kind of random, but okay. A debrief. That's it. That's the word I was looking for. What's this? Today's the last day of the second semester. Time to go to school. I can hear people talking. Yep. It's cold today, but at least winter vacation starts tomorrow. What are you gonna do with your New Year's allowance?
No way.
I didn't get mine yet. But I want to buy a grab bag. I'm aiming for one with a purse. Uh-oh, let me fix this. God dang it. Alright, good enough.
Yep.
Oh, me too! Hey, do you want to start waiting in line today? We could bring a kotatsu. Is that? Because normally they're talking about something that we can do too. Is this going to be a new event, or...?
Hey, what's up?
Winter break starts tomorrow, though I'm sure most of you are just going to sleep in on New Year's instead of actually doing anything. Oh, how wrong you are! You should start the year by doing more for your parents. And don't pass out in your kotatsu staying up late, okay? Speaking of kotatsu, I'm reminded of a passage from a famous novel, The Shutters of the East Window. Oh, wait, that was a futon. Nope, we're staying up. We're gonna listen to this. Alright, that's enough out of you, smart mouths. A futon is practically the same thing as a kotatsu. You're enjoying this, aren't you? Look, all my point was, if you're not careful when you sleep in a kotatsu, you could get burned. Okay? Now that's the end of it. So I'm wondering if maybe the mess up is funnier in Japanese? Like maybe futon and kotatsu have really similar looking kanji? Today marks the end of the second term. Right. And... wait, what? Can we meet up? Okay. Let's head to where Mitsuru is. Is this a social link hangout or something else? Okay, so this is a social link hangout. God dang it, dude. We were one too late, so even though we got through things faster, could we go to the roof? Not quick enough.
All right. I don't think anyone will come up here for a while. I leveraged my position on the student council to make it happen.
She wanted to make sure that this time there was no audience.
This is, the first time I've ever used my authority for personal reasons.
You saying we're a bad influence?
Wait, that's not important right now. What am I doing?
Hey, you're following your heart.
What I'm trying to say is, we need to talk. Firstly, I have to apologize. I'm sorry for what happened last time.
It really wasn't your fault. It made me happy.
Oh, so it did. When that happened, I said all manner of things about you, and then I just ran off. That was unbelievably insensitive of me. I'm sorry.
I mean, it's very understandable, though I'm sure things around the dorm have been awkward for a bit.
I had been planning on telling you my feelings. I just didn't think I'd end up shouting them in public like that.
You were kind of amped. Your feelings?
What? Well, I mean, ever since I started spending time with you, my life has been full of new experiences. I felt shock, joy, even outrage. But every time, I've always been thinking of you.
Man. And of course, we're just barely too late. We're 3 days too late.
Now that it's come to this, I'm obligated to tell you exactly how I feel.
Yeah, don't hold back.
Here goes. I love you.
Mitsuru's voice is trembling. I'd better choose my words carefully.
I feel like I'm going to die of embarrassment.
Hey, I completely get that. I love you too.
You love me too? I'm so happy to hear that. Or should I say, I'm thankful?
Hey, there's really no comparison. Mitsuru's been like the coolest persona, the coolest character in this game ever since it originally came out 18 years ago. There's really no competition.
My heart. At this rate, it's going to end up like last time.
No, it's all good, Mitsuru.
It really is wonderful, though, to know that the feeling is mutual. I'm glad I managed to open my heart. As of today, you're more than just a friend to me.
God dang it. 3 days.
That said, given my situation, I can't go public about this just yet.
Right, completely understandable. She's got way too much going on for this. I can sense Mitsuru's deep affection for me. Whoa, it changed! That's awesome. There's no going back now. That special someone.
Say, I've been thinking about this for a while now, but the way you address me.
Oh, in private, is she about to ask us to just call her by her first name? Mitsuru?
Yeah, that's exactly what I mean. You're on a first-name basis with me, while I've been sticking to formalities. It's a bit unbalanced.
Okay, so it's the other way around.
All right. I've decided. But from now on, when it's just the two of us, I'll call you by your first name.
See, this is something incomprehensible to me with my American sensibilities, but I've seen enough Japanese media to get it, but still.
It's going to be a bit awkward for me, but trust that this is what I want.
This is supposed to be a giant step forward, which I get intellectually, but emotionally, it's like, yeah.
In any case, today marks a change. I'm not going to let myself be constrained by my family heritage.
That's what we want to hear.
It's because of who I am as an individual that I ended up meeting you. Ugh, look at all these things you're making me say. You'd better take responsibility for this.
All right. Oh.
Well, this is a start.
All right. Yeah, it's definitely good she used her power to keep everybody away. This would cause a scandal.
Don't let go just yet.
Oh. We spent some more time together and then returned to the dorm. It's so crazy because, okay, so Dancing in Moonlight has everybody's heights rendered accurately, right? And Mitsuru was the tallest girl, but she barely, like, her shoulders are barely above Ken's head. The second term is over, and only 5 days remain until New Year's Eve. To be completely honest, I'm still nervous. However, I am no longer uncertain.
I suppose.
I have made up my mind beyond the shadow of a doubt. I will fight until the very end. Well, Christmas is over now. All that's left is New Year's Eve. Have you made your decision? No.
About that.
Well, we still have a few days left to think about it, so don't rush. Take your time and make sure it's a decision you can live with. I feel much calmer now compared to when we first learned of the coming events. It must be because now I'm certain of the choice I wish to make. And you, Ken? The kids in my class are all excited for winter break, but none of them realize what's going to happen. They don't know what kind of decision we have to make. Tanaka, alright. So let's go ahead and max him out. And by this point, I'm fairly certain. It doesn't really matter much, but Mutatsu, it does matter if you've got a tower persona with you. But I'm fairly certain Tanaka will rank up every single time. I'm not sure why it's different, but... Alright.
I've decided to make a donation.
Good. Let your conscience be your guide.
They're raising money to help orphans in foreign countries.
He doesn't even know what they're doing.
Don't get the wrong idea. I'm not doing this out of the goodness of my heart. It's a long-term investment.
Trying to make them customers, but Cradle to the Grave business philosophy is not something unique to him. It's like how McDonald's wants to build a reputation with you when you're a little kid so that you keep going back and back and back, even when they're charging you through the friggin' nose.
Children who learn to cope with adversity are more likely to become rich and famous, like me.
He wants a bunch more hymns funneling money into his pocket.
I'm thinking of donating 10 million yen. Not a corporate donation, but a private one.
10 million yen. That's about $100,000.
When I told them over the phone, they sent me this.
President Tanaka handed me a piece of paper. It looks like a thank you letter from the charity group.
I received it the very next day. Guess I can't back out now.
Yeah, they want to make sure it's locked in.
10 million yen is nothing to me, though. Once those children grow up and become successful, I'll introduce myself to them.
And go ahead and get right into them pockets, just like he did to us.
I'll say, I'm the one who made all this possible. Then I'll be well taken care of in my old age. If it wasn't for our conversations, I probably wouldn't have considered this.
You're welcome. All it'll cost you is a consulting fee of 40 big ones.
By talking to you, I seem to have developed an interest in watching others mature. Thank you for that. Actually, I should be thanking myself for so wisely taking note of this.
Yeah, okay. Where's my 40,000 yen, Tanaka? Beneath his selfish demeanor, I can tell he really appreciates me. And then for him...
I am thou. Thou art I. The bond thou hast nurtured hath finally matured.
I think it'll be Beelzebub.
The innermost power of the devil arcana hath been set free. We now bestow upon thee the ultimate form of the devil within thyself.
Rank 10. There we go. Yep, Beelzebub, the Prince of Demons.
You can keep that letter. 10 million yen. I worked myself to the bone for that money. And all I have to show for it is that piece of paper. But it's not a bad feeling.
Yeah, ultimately it might be self-serving in nature at its very basest, but it's still a good thing that he did out of, not selflessness, but, you know, people benefited. That's all that matters. Thank you, letter.
I'll be going now. The paparazzi could be anywhere. If any one of them were to find out, my brilliant plan would be ruined. Oh, by the way, about that exclusive modeling contract.
It's over? You're rescinding it?
I've decided to pass on that deal. Rather, it's your fault for sending me mixed messages. Anyway, quit associating with shady middle-aged men like me, and find what truly makes you happy.
What truly makes me happy is being 40,000 yen richer. Well,
Bye forever.
there he goes. Alright, well, whatever. It's getting late, so I'll head back to the dorm. 10 million yen. So, now we won't be able to hang out with our school friends for quite a while. Winter vacation. Early morning. Well, we'll see Tanaka again. We'll see him again today.
Huh? Junpei-kun?
Ah, hey Fuka.
What brings you here?
Nothing really.
I don't know if that's true, but
I've been coming here a bunch lately.
this place means a lot to him. You never forget where you met the love of your life. That's for sure.
Is that sketchbook?
Oh, yeah. This is where Chidori and I first met. What are you doing here, Fuka?
Oh, I went home for a bit. I've been going back a lot recently.
Oh, yeah? You know, you've really changed, Fuka.
That's true. She couldn't wait to leave home when she first moved into the dorm, but now she's a lot stronger as a person.
You're a totally different person from when you first showed up.
Oh my gosh, there's so many of the friggin' Lost in the background.
I am?
Honestly, you were kind of a wimp before. But now, you're something else. I can't even describe it.
Yeah.
You've changed too, Junpei-kun.
He's so much more sentimental and sincere.
Yuka-tan said the exact same thing, but I just don't see it myself.
You're too close to it, of course you can't.
I mean, just the other day I was freaking out and throwing all that blame around. I'm a real piece of work, aren't I?
That's not true.
Right.
Man, I was so damn scared. I just couldn't keep my shit together.
I know.
I hate to admit it, but even now, I can't help being scared.
They're also tough on themselves for being afraid of an inevitable, almost like knowing the day that you're gonna die is so horrible to try to contend with, and they're being so hard on themselves about being scared of that.
You're only scared because you're choosing not to run away. We all feel that way. It's nothing to be ashamed of.
Fuka.
We should fight.
That's why I want to protect everyone.
Oh, I'm a little early, but well, let's see if that's what he says.
After all, the dark hour is horrifying to think about, isn't it? But our persona's awakened, and we're here now. The future hasn't been written in stone yet, and I want to be true to myself.
All right.
True to yourself. You're really something, Fuka.
They're both so resolute.
Let's fight together.
Oh, they changed it.
Okay.
Okay, it's obviously it's not that different. And Fessie's like, we should fight. And then she says the same thing. It's almost time for the Home Shopping Network, but that's everybody.
Not bad.
An Opal, 99,000. Jeez, dude.
Thanks, kid. Bye-bye.
And so that's it for this year, like he said, but it's all good. We don't really have... I wonder how available... Okay, so Wakatsu is not really something we're trying to do. When I think about my grandfather and what he did, I get so angry. If it wasn't for him, everything would be okay right now. I know it's not good to dwell on the past, but... It's finally winter vacation. I wonder what we'll be doing once it's over. Whatever it is, I hope we won't regret it. I really don't think I've got very many options as far as, yeah. Huh. Only 4 more days until New Year's Eve. I was really worried for a while and I wasn't sure what I was going to do. I even thought my fear might completely overtake me and I wouldn't be able to decide anything.
No.
But I was wrong. I actually feel strong.
Okay.
Because everyone is with me. So Koromaru and Ken? All right, sure. We'll hang out with Ken a little bit. Especially because we don't have anything else to do at night. I read that fear is an emotional response that triggers us to flee from danger. But nothing will change if we keep running away from the things we're scared of. We all have to face our fears, so that we can find a way to survive.
I think...
Shirotsky-kun, I've made up my mind.
Get a load of this.
Chidori gave up her own life, so that I could live. That's why I can't take this lying down. Like hell I'm fine with forgetting her. I'd rather die than forget. Right, I relate to that big time.
Oh.
Certain things, certain memories I would never give up for the world.
Right.
Especially ones like those.
I'm using different beans today. I went to a coffee shop and bought some real ones this time.
It's been literally months since we made anything with Ken.
I made sure to store them in the fridge, and I only ground them right before brewing.
Alright, to make sure that their flavors were released as potently as possible.
I also learned you need to be mindful of how hot the water is, as well as how you pour it.
You did a great job.
Yes, I practiced with the cheaper beans from before, since I can't afford too many of the expensive ones. Although, it was hard to drink all that coffee, so I added a lot of milk and sugar.
And that's completely fine. Plenty of people love it that way. You can build businesses off of it.
Well then, let's drink, shall we? Cheers!
How was it?
It's still really bitter. So bitter. But it's not only that. I could actually taste some of the sweetness and richness this time.
Okay, cool. He's getting better at it. More and more sommelier-like. Though I'm not sure if that's specifically the term for people who can do that with coffee.
The beans and brewing technique can make a huge difference, huh? Oh, and the smell was great too. I'm feeling a little nostalgic, actually.
Okay, coffee. Nice.
Thanks for joining me. You can go on ahead. I'm gonna practice a little more to try and get the hang of this. Let's make some more if we ever get the chance.
What? Did it upset your stomach?
First I gotta use the bathroom. I drank a lot while I was practicing today.
Off he goes. So, can we really not hang out with anyone during this time frame? Looks like it. Interesting. I mean, normally we wait till 2 days before just to make sure nothing crazy happens. But we'll probably just go to Tartarus tonight. My schoolmates are probably all enjoying their vacation. They're probably sitting by the fire, drinking hot chocolate. I wish we could do that. Doesn't everyone seem a little different lately? It's like they've all come to a realization or something. You're right.
Oh, maybe...
I wonder if that means everyone's made up their minds about Ryoji-kun. Only 3 days left. It's not like my fears up and disappeared, but for some reason I feel at ease. I think it's because everyone is standing here with me.
Yes?
Don't worry about Aigis. She is currently being treated with the utmost care. I wouldn't accept anything less for a valuable teammate. That's what we want to hear. But we also have nothing else to do, so... Wait. We've been amassing memorabilia. A green turban shell from Yakushima. I have some great memories from my times from the time I spent in Yakushima with my friends. It's a photo of everyone at the dorm that we took together on November 4th. Everyone in the photo was smiling. It's hard to believe that was a little under 2 months ago. There are just 3 more days until New Year's Eve. Have you decided what you're going to say to Ryoji-kun? I haven't decided what I'm going to say to him.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess we won't be going to Tartarus tonight then. I didn't realize I still had Mitsuru unset. Or at least on this. So yes, let's have some tea after all. Please and thank you.
Today, I'd like to make a snack food that would pair well with tea.
Ooh, coffee biscuits.
That said, I'm not terribly well versed in the art of cuisine. So I'm hoping to make some simple karumeyaki. Did your teachers ever show you how to make it?
What in God's name is karumeyaki? I think so.
Excellent. Then I don't need to explain.
I should not have picked this option.
All right, let's get started. Temperature control is key. We want to turn off the heat right before it hits 130 degrees Celsius.
Of course Mitsuru will be really skilled at this.
Oh, we should keep things moving. Let's put the sugar in the ladle first.
I cooked karumeyaki with Mitsuru. So they're little cookies.
What a nostalgic flavor. It may not require hours in the kitchen, and the taste isn't particularly complex. But I'm quite fond of these. And more than anything, it's nice that we can make it ourselves.
That is true. I guess it's got that same sort of comfort food type of thing as like school pizza or something. If a teacher is making it for you.
You know, when I saw this for the first time, I thought it was like magic.
The cookies?
I've tried making it myself a number of times, but I ended up burning it on every attempt. I guess you could call it a bittersweet memory. But I didn't give up. I continued practicing.
Awesome. That stick-to-itiveness.
And that's finally led to our success today. What do you think?
I think we're the best. That's so inspiring.
Hearing you say that makes me glad to have shared it.
More social link points.
Back home, there were plenty of opportunities to host formal dinners and tea parties.
So she's had this a lot then.
But I never considered it particularly admirable to have someone else prepare the extravagant dishes. Doing the cooking myself also allows me to talk with you like this.
Yeah, increase our camaraderie a bit.
And isn't that sort of familiarity the key to understanding each other better? I think this might have been what I was missing. Instead of complaining about being difficult to approach, I needed to create an opportunity for change.
There she gets it. By cooking this nostalgic dish, Mitsuru seems to have learned something new about herself. But I think her status is a... Wait, she's just now getting her characteristic? I've been ignoring the crap out of her, I guess. Greatly raises critical rate on foes with ailments with Mitsuru in battle.
It's fascinating the kind of things you learn by simply inviting someone over for tea. Thank you. I hope we can talk again like this sometime.
You got it. Anytime, Mitsuru.
Right, I had a favor to ask.
She's gonna give us some leftovers.
There's still some sugar and baking soda left. Do you think you could help me make another batch?
Of course.
Karumeyaki keeps for a long time. This could be a good chance to make some for the others.
All right. We didn't get any items. Kind of a rip, but, you know, whatever. And yet again, there's probably... The day after tomorrow's the big day. You made up your mind yet? I made up mine, by the way. Kinda took me a while to get there, though. Well, you should make your choice soon if you haven't. No changing your mind at the last minute. And, okay, so Yukari, she's not, but Fuuka is, but, god dang it, oh well. So we're gonna chat up the fortune teller lady, and then we're gonna go into Tartarus. That's all gonna be next time though, so definitely join me then for more Persona 3 Reload. Bye for now, guys.